Deep fly ball, a drive to center field. That'll get over the head of Robinson and all the way to the fence.
Lorbeck drives the lane, puts it up, right-hand lane, gets it to fall. He'll go to line for one more.
Very nice take by Zach Lorbeck.
Trying to go around Engel. He stones him far side.
Point blank on Engel again, and he stops him.
Shotgun snap, Engel looking left, now looking right. Throw far side, throws a fade up for grabs. Hunter Beechler, far side, pile on. He comes down with it. Touchdown, Bayport Pirates. Line and ball into left field, and that'll go all the way to the fence. Coming in to score will be Hilbert. Feed it in. Matty Ray, a right-hand lane and down.
Great steal by Ray. Jerks with a nice lob over the top.
Four skates to the near side circle, looking for some time. One timer to Martin Suda. Knocked off the water bottle. It's a one-timer and a goal, and the Pirates, they extend their lead.
He takes a swing at it. He'll send that one deep to right, and looks like that one's going to be a walk-off grand slam for Joe Byer.
Swinging a fly ball to center field.
It's over!
And that's it!
The Pirates win it!
Good evening and welcome out to Pulaski Community High School as we are at Saputo Stadium. And we get set for the Highway B rivalry as it is the Bayport Pirates and the Pulaski Red Raiders. Good evening and welcome out Chris Learman and Otis Chambers as we get set for the matchup between teams at the top and near the top. Bayport coming off of their first FRCC regular season loss since the year 2016. Where Bayport rounded off 38 consecutive wins in the Fox River Classic Conference. They went 9-0 in 17, 18, 19. 4 straight years, and then they went 2-0. So Bayport is coming off a loss, which in the regular season obviously has not happened all too much. We will step aside and take a break. We're going to quickly sit down with head coach Gary Westerman from our interview just 20 minutes ago, and we will get set for football here from Saputo Stadium. Pirates and the Red Raiders, they're coming up. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill. Zesty's, serving up a full food and frozen custard menu. Now open right across from Bayport High School at 2639 Lineville Road. Offering a different flavor of the day, each day 11 until 9. Try their weekly special baskets or enjoy some of Zesty's awesome, fresh, frozen custard. Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill, the finest frozen custard in town.
Town Line Pub and Grill. Looking for a place to grab some food? Stop at Town Line. Taste the mouth-watering burgers, gourmet pizza, and endless appetizers, offering a casual atmosphere and a lively feel. Why not stop in on the way to the game? Grab a bite to eat after the game, too. A night out, a group gathering after a sporting event, or even a birthday. We want to thank you for your patronage. Town Line, where the people come for the food and stay for the fun.
Hey, let's be honest. You know how it is. If you're a sports fan, there is no such thing as too much sports information. Well, that's just one of the reasons to follow Voice of BP on Twitter. We're talking live tweeting every Bayport broadcast. And don't stop there. Like us on Facebook, because when it comes to Pirate sports, the more ways to get it, the better.
We continue the pregame show, and we sit down with Pirate head coach Gary Westerman. And coach, a tough one last week against De Pere. But you look back, and you probably see the one glaring thing is 3 turnovers to 0, kind of disparity in that game. Just talk about the importance of hanging on to the football.
Yeah, I mean, turnovers were key, and then we gave up, a big early play in a run game on defense, and then they ran the ball that last drive, So then we had plays called, put ourselves in position to score, and then we didn't finish, right? So, I mean, just needed to make one play, and the whole game's different. So, but I was proud. Our kids dealt with a bunch of adversity last week, and the resiliency and the way they took the field, I was proud of that.
Week 6 here at Pulaski, and obviously you know what Pulaski, they run something nobody else runs, single wing and attack. But this is kind of always, hey, we circle Bayport on our schedule. Does this game become any bigger at all for you every year?
No, I mean, it is what it is. We try to win every game, right? I mean, so this game is no different. And, I feel like we've had a really good week of practice, but we're really looking forward to it.
And lastly, Coach, What's some keys? Obviously, hold on to the football, maybe force some turnovers, stop that single wing attack.
Yeah, I mean, if we could get them to put the ball on the ground, that would be huge. And then obviously we can't turn it over. I think we're going to deal with some weather here. It looks like it's going to rain, probably starting right at kickoff, and so we're going to deal with that. But, I mean, both teams are dealing with it, so can't turn the ball over, and it'd be great if we could come up with 1 or 2 on them.
Awesome. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Great. Thanks, Chris.
Again, that's head coach Gary Westerman. We continue the pregame show after this. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
If a training run turns into a sprained ankle or spring yard work stresses out your shoulder, go to the Acute Injury Clinic at Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialists. It's not urgent care, it's not the ER, it's the same-day orthopedic care directly from an orthopedic physician, and no appointment is needed. The Acute Injury Clinic at OSMS is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 2223 Lime Kiln Road in Green Bay. Learn more at osmsgb.com.
Honey, isn't it the sacrifice, the dedication, the grit? I mean, they really set an example, don't they?
Oh, well, no question. Today's high school athletes are truly special.
Not the athletes.
Well, who?
The officials.
Oh.
Today's student athletes are truly special. But there's something pretty great about the men and women who officiate their games, too. Like the way they're giving back to their communities. Officiating is a terrific way to stay in shape, meet new people, and stay connected to the game you love. But the biggest reason of all? We need more qualified high school officials here in Wisconsin. And without them, the rest of us would have a whole lot less to cheer about. High school games need officials. High school sports need you.
Great call, Ralph!
Yeah!
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Tonight's Bayport football broadcast proudly supported by Zesty's Frozen Custard Grill, the finest frozen custard in town. By the Press Times, your local paper on this work for Pirate Athletics. By Bell & Health, Titletown Sports Medicine Orthopedics. By Town Line Pub and Grill. Team Apparel and Specialties. By Synergy Sports Performance and Doozy Sports Club. By Vandervest Harley Davidson. Advanced Digital. By Bayport Hockey Boosters. By Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialists of Green Bay. Gallagher's Pizza, Italian food, Irish spirit, and by members of the NEW Sports Radio Broadcasters Club. Chris and Otis with you from Pulaski Community High School. Week 6 of the football season. Rain is down, as Westy just mentioned. It started to fall while we took to the air. As Otis, Mike isn't here tonight. He is doing well, tested positive for COVID. He gave us the permission to pass it along. So we ask you one thing. You have to watch the coin toss because Mike and I have not caught one yet this year.
Well, there's no way I'm going to catch the coin from here. Now, I might be able to tell once the referee tells us which way we're going.
Okay.
I can't catch that coin from here. It is starting to rain a little, Chris, here. There is a front coming through here.
Yes, what might get heavy at times.
I think Frieder just didn't want to get wet. That's why he stayed home.
Well, I also heard that he was looking through the cookbook today.
Yep.
And Sheila was going to be surprised at one point.
He was watching the Ryder Cup all day. He didn't have time to cook.
Mike's watching the toss right now, he says. So he'll keep us informed as we are here in the coaching booth from Saputo Stadium. Bayport coming off a regular season loss a week ago, 2 to Pier, and a loss that they were stuffed at the 1-yard line after the up and down roller coaster of emotions. De Pere scoring with just 32 seconds left. Bayport going pass, and then a 65-yard connection. Cooper O'Connell able to make the catch. A run all the way down to the one where he is pushed out of bounds, trying to reach for the pylon. And Bayport gets one crack at it. They call timeout, so they have a play for 6 seconds left. They try to go pirate package. I think everybody in the stadium knew what play they're running, but it's been their bread and butter, power football in that same position. They're just not able to get the 1 yard.
Yeah, you just hope, you really think you're going to get 1 yard. I mean, you hope you can, but credit to Pierre, they saw pirate package, they knew it was coming, and they stuffed it, and that was a tough loss. It was bitter. That would have been a very joyous win to come back with 32 seconds and score and beat them, but it was not to be. First pirate loss in 4 years. we'll redeem ourselves tonight, hopefully, against the Red Raiders of Pulaski.
Pulaski team that's coming off of their 5th win of the season at Ashwaubenon. They played Notre Dame in week 1. Bayport took on Notre Dame in week 2. Then they went down to Brookfield Central, where they had a really nice win, 30-25. And then since it's been cruise control against the bottom feeders in the North Conference. Preble 35-0, Southwest 49-7, Ashwaubenon 56-7. What'd you come up with?
We are receiving, and we will be kicking left to right.
Pulaski won the toss, they deferred.
That would be correct.
Okay, perfect. I think that's what Mike's chiming in with right now. I bet Otis missed it.
I was talking. I can only do one thing at a time, Chris, So
as the evening moves along, feel free to tweet the booth at Voice of BP and at Bayport HS. We'd love to hear from you. The internet signal may not be all too great for us to perhaps get the updates, but we'll try to. Again, at Voice of BP on Twitter. And if you want, the at Bayport HS. If you want to tweet Mike, I guess. Why not? Keep him active tonight.
Yeah, keep him active tonight. He's just sitting in a lazy boy, and Ryder Cup's over, so he's got nothing to do but answer your text. So instead of texting the booth tonight, text Frieder. The more the merrier.
So we wind down pregame here from Saputo Stadium. We'll take a quick break again, step aside before the national anthem as we get set for the Pirates and the Red Raiders. Football Week 6. Listen to Bayport Pirate Football.
Do you have spirit wear to support your team? Do you have apparel to let everybody know who you work for? Team Apparel has you covered. Team Apparel is a leader in screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, trophies, plaques, and awards. With its in-house production, Team Apparel provides fast, quality service at a great price. Let Team Apparel work for you in promoting your business and organization. Visit Team Apparel at North Military Avenue, Green Bay, or at teamapparel.com. At Team Apparel, quality is what we sell you. Service is what we give you.
Anduzzi's, voted Green Bay's best bar 3 years straight, is pumping out some serious fun. And hey, look at there, you're on the guest list.
Live and local is how Anduzzi's rolls, with phenomenal live music every week.
Time out. Have you been on the patio at Anduzzi's? Full bar, full menu, full service. Inside or out, Anduzzi's is ready for you to come hang out.
And with 4 locations, I'm not seeing a viable excuse why we won't see you tonight.
Anduzzi's Sports Club, Green Bay East, Green Bay West, Kimberly, and Howard.
Online at Anduzzi's.com.
So what makes Anduzzi's so different? Come and find out.
Synergy Sports Performance is your local athletes training facility. We build for speed, agility, and physical strength to make them better on the field. And we build character to make them better off the field. Work out with us at synergyfields.com.
Do you have any questions or comments? Get involved with the game. Tweet your questions and send your comments to Bayport Radio on Twitter at Voice of BP.
The friendly voice of Mike Nickerson, the public address announcer here from Pulaski Community High School. Voice a lot of Bayport Pirate Wrestling. Always great to talk with Mike beforehand. Big traveling man throughout the summer. Chris and Otis on a Friday evening. We'll have the national anthem coming up from what is always said to be the best band in the land, Pulaski. I don't know if I could argue that at all.
They're marching in right
good.
now, and they look pretty nice. They got their rain gear on. It is continuing to rain here. It's coming down a little bit harder now. I said there is a line of showers coming through west to east, so it's just we're on the front edge of it. So we don't know what will happen weather-wise, but we're here no matter what. Both teams lined up in the end zone now for the national anthem.
Every band member with a poncho on.
Yeah.
They're braving the elements.
Gentlemen, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats and helmets, and join in singing as the Pulaski High School Red Raider Marching Band honors our country by performing our nation's anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
FRCC football in week 6 of the WIAA season. We are set for kickoff from Saputo Stadium at Pulaski Community High School. Chris Learman, Otis Chambers with you on a Friday night. And what is a rainy Friday night to start. I'm assuming at home that you might know that the weather forecast is as such. What if not? We will share with you what we have. We're going to get rain.
Yes, we are going to get rain. Just let's hope it stays in that green area, that we do not get a severe enough weather that we have to take some time off during the game.
First message in from the booth, Otis, is from a band member of the Red Raider Band at 1986 to 89, Miss Kathy Krause.
Oh,
or Kesley.
Yes, I just saw her brother here already, and I beat her to it. I gave her husband a big hug before the game, so she'll have to reverse that hug when she gets home tonight. John gets home tonight, but class family, that's a great family. I love John and Kathy.
So again, send us a note wherever you're listening from. We'll try to get to you as the night moves along. Bayport to receive. Pirates in their visiting white tops with the Navy pants, Navy numbers, Navy helmets. As for the Red Raiders, their home red tops with the white pants, white numbers, white helmets with the red stripe. The game back in the spring season saw Pulaski 43-20 win. Leading rushers, Ben Redlin had 102 and 2 touchdowns. Nash Lemeron, both of them have graduated.
Actually.
Set deep to return for the Pirates, number 3.
Okay, Pirates in return.
12 minutes even on the first
our
quarter clock.
Left to right.
And kickoff will be marked off by Pulaski's Mason Wells. To get the signal from the officials, didn't hear the whistle, but he's going to go ahead and kick it end over end far side. Bayport to take it from the 5-yard line. Good corner kick directionally far side. Montgomery up across the 20, 25, and Tevin not afraid to run into some contact. 11:55 first quarter. Bayport football, and they're going to start at their own, let's see, 30, 27, 28, somewhere in that range.
Tevin is not scared to put his head down and just get some yardage.
Reminds me of you as a football player, Otis.
Yes, it does. Yep.
They mark at the 28
ball on the
yard line.
28-yard line.
Bayport's going to come out on offense again. 3 turnovers a week ago. An interception on a ball that just came out of the hands wrong from the quarterback, and then 2 fumbles that were each lost. Cole Benson with no tailbacks. Brighter, the fullback, bring Bookinger out of the slot in motion, and Benson's going to hesitate forward. And he gets to the 30-yard line, maybe the 31, and 3 yards on the game's first play for Cole Benson.
We'll see that play a lot. That's one of their bread and butters plays, a little jet sweep, fake to jet sweep, and Cole Benson just off tackle. Young Blake Bookinger, first play of the game, coming back in. Blake's going to see a lot of time. He's really played well at the JV level, and I think he's up for good now.
He played great last week, 4 for 40. I think he had 4 carries.
Yeah.
48 yards, actually, 12 per carry he averaged. He's going to go in jet motion behind and speed option to hit the left. Benson's going to fake the handoff, and he coughs up the football on the wet field. It's loose far side, and Bookinger is going to be the one to get onto it. Coach Wester mentioned that the wet conditions going to be a struggle for both teams. Pulaski can turn the ball over, but Bayport here a near giveaway, and it's going to be a loss of 6 on the fumble back to the 25.
Yeah, we got about 3rd and 13 here. Puts us in a hole right away. Could be a slick ball.
Yeah, Pirates already in an offensive deficit. Mark it 3rd and 14. 50 seconds gone by. Clock should be running.
Sam Barry on the near side here.
Barry, the lone receiver. Safety help perhaps come over the top. It will. Benson looking in the flat. Throws in the flat behind Brighter. Sam's got the grab up across the 30. He'll cough up the football on a hit against wet conditions. Recovers it, but Bayport 2 on the turf. Fortunate to recover both of them. And it's going to be a 3 and out on the game's first possession.
Yep. 4th and 8. The Pirates will be punting it away. 3 out right away.
Drawn up just as Pulaski had hoped for with the wet conditions. And there is a man back for Pulaski.
He's standing about the 36-yard line, so they're going to get the ball in good field position.
Next, Burdett. Is it?
Good snap. Punts away,
Joe
line drive, get over his head.
It will get over his head at 30.
Yes.
Takes a nice pirate roll inside the 20. Down to what appears the 19-yard line, and a great flip of the field on the punt. 49 yards by JoJo Azur. With 10-12 to go here in the opening quarter, it will be Pulaski football.
Artistically, not what you would expect, but efficiency.
It's a line drive in the scorebook, right?
Yep. It's line drive in the scorebook. Once it got over his head, it took a pirate roll all the way down to the 19. So it's 1st and 10, Pulaski from the Pulaski 19.
Speaking of punting duties, we're expecting halftime Cody Lindquist to be joining us. Bayport, former receiver of the year in the conference, also a punter at North Dakota State University. And a direct snap on the single wing offense for Pulaski, trying to get to the edge. They get out on the edge, and it's going to be a gain of 8 yards on the game's first carry for the Pulaski offense. Aaron Morashek, 5'10", 180 pounds. And the senior picks up 8.
Pulaski single wing. They've run it for years, and they've run it to perfection.
Yes.
Same formation. You'll see that formation all night long.
2 guys in the backfield. Either one can take the snap. Single receiver to the near side. And it runs straight forward. Need to get to the 29. Bayport stacks it up.
I think he's short.
Just short of the 29-yard line. As it's going to take a collective effort from Bayport's front, probably 8 guys. Maybe you play Severson or one of the players a little closer inside or closer to line than usual.
Be 3rd and 1. Be a big stop here for the Pirates.
So you go 3 and out offensively. Pulaski obviously wants to sustain a drive. 2 men in the backfield, typically, or 2 men in the backfield are 26 and 28. Maverick Cole and Morashek. And they are the 2 guys back there. Direct snap, sprint to the left side, trying to get the outside, step in, diving for the 29, reaching to the 30.
First down.
And Morashek, a nice job on the carry. He's going to get enough. He needed 1. He picks up 2 and moves the sticks.
Yeah, not a big game, but just enough. It was 3rd and 1. He needed 1, got 2. That moves the chains. Puts Pulaski in a fresh set of downs.
Reset things, 30-yard line. Like saying the picture's cloudy, I get that, but this is what we have up here. Not the greatest quality from the iPad view right now. Straight ISO dive, maybe 2 yards.
That's a good first down stop. On first down, you got to hold them to a yard or two so that you have some advantage to your second and third downs.
2-yard gain for Pulaski. Obviously,
Coach Fisher up here eating popcorn, sunglasses on, chilling.
Shorts and a T-shirt.
Yep.
Clearly not interested in going outside for the.
Clearly he saw the forecast and decided the booth was the best place to be.
4 minutes and 10 seconds going by here in the opening quarter. Pulaski on the drive, and we're going to blow this one dead. A direct snap to Derek Block, who serves as the quarterback for this Pulaski team. He has, on the year, 22 pass attempts. 2nd and 13 after a false start for the Pulaski Red Raiders. Game's first penalty.
So now we're looking at a 2nd and 13.
And there's not much in the Pulaski arsenal for throwing, although I would expect them on 2nd and 13 to still try to run the football.
Yeah, I just looked at the stats here pregame. Pulaski's quarterback has only thrown the ball 22 times.
That's in 5 games combined.
22 times. I threw that in the first quarter one game when I was playing.
Mark off the penalty for a loss of 5, and there's going to be a collision in the backfield. Pulaski tries a end around from the wing back, and Block actually runs right into his ball carrier. And a loss of a yard on Pulaski. No Bayport player even has to make the tackle. The Red Raiders go down on their own, and it will be 3rd and a long 13.
Yeah, just consider that back coming around like a jet sweep, but coming around pulling and ran right into the quarterback.
Francesca, for listening watching from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Welcome in the Palzuiks. 7 minutes clock rolling here in the opening quarter of action. Bayport 3 down linemen, 2 edges in the 3-4 defense, single high safety. Receiver out to the right for the Pulaski formation. Block, looking, pushed out, looking, flushing. Throws it on the far sideline, throws it up for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete into the Bayport sideline. And it will be after moving the sticks on 3 plays. Then the next consecutive plays get thrown off with a false start, and it will be punting unit for Pulaski.
Frieder's texting the booth and wanted to know my number when I played football. Well, of course it was number 1. I've been number 1.
Is number 1.
When haven't I been, right? Frieder should know that. Come on. Or was it number 0?
Your position was left out. Oh, punter went down to a knee.
I thought he went to a knee.
Oh, punter goes down to a knee. He's going to get away with it. And the shank is going to go off the side of his foot anyways as he tries to hurry. But the white cap is going to allow it to be marked at the 36-yard line. So just a 9-yard punt. Bayport had a 49-yard punt. Special teams, Otis, got to work all 3 phases right now. Bayport takes over 6:41 to go.
Yeah, so, I thought he went down to his knees.
Yes,
I thought his knees touched. They missed it, but we'll take a 9-yard punt. Bayport's going to get the ball in great field position at the Pulaski 36-yard line.
Pirates trying to go in after a 3-and-out in their game's first possession. Bayport stacks the wide receivers to the right side. Receiver out wide to the left is Sam Barry. Cole Benson takes the snap and directly run to the left side, trying to hop, skip, flag flies in.
Looks like we get a holding call. That would be right where it would be.
That's immediately going to give away your field position.
A flag thrown right in the middle of the line.
You said your number, not your GPA, Otis.
Oh, there was a difference? Hey.
Mike, your favorite? The official is mic'd up, which is never a good idea.
Mike knows that on my my ACT I got a 36. I took it twice, got 2 18s, 36. Not bad.
John Weber listening out there. Feel free to send us a note. We'd love to hear from you. So Bayport on the holding call, backed up 10 yards all the way to the 46-yard line. Benson, sprint to the near side, directly running, trying to bounce, gets to the 45, pushing forward, and stood up at the 42. 4 yards.
Yeah, I thought the officials could have blown the whistle a little bit earlier on that play. He was being held up and pushed back for a long time, but they dug themselves in a hole with that penalty holding call, and it's haunting them right now.
17 yards to go on second down. Well, it looks like the rain has slowed. It's still present, but it has certainly slowed here from Pulaski Community High School. Saputo Stadium, one of the most beautiful high school football facilities you'll see. I would say West of Pier was a little better, but we've been spoiled with some of the area's finest. Benson looking the far side the whole way, looking for Cooper O'Connell, and he's going to chuck the wet pigskin out of the reach of number 19, incomplete, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and long. You have 1st and 10 at the 36, Otis, and we might turn into punting situation.
Yeah, that's a shame. I think we waste a little bit of opportunity here. Yes, there are a lot of nice facilities in the conference now, aren't there? I mean, from Ashwaubenon to Pulaski, Bayport, West de Pier, East de Pier. Kudos to all the school districts around this area that have improved their facilities over the last 7, 8, 10 years.
Yeah, during your tenure, you really saw them getting moved to turf fields. Benson sprint to the left side on 3rd and long, throws him far side, and he, without his shoulders square, under pressure in the backfield. It will be a ball that's thrown incomplete. And, yeah, Bayport started at the plus 36, and they're going to have to punt.
Yeah, he had Sam open. Sam wasn't open for a 1st down, but it would have been a nice gain, maybe even a chance to go for it on 4th down. But because he was under pressure, he threw it high, and now the Pirates will have to punt.
Azure in punt formation for Bayport. Mason Wells has his heels on the 8-yard line inside the 10. Typically, the rule is if you have to move backward at all, you let the ball go. Azure is going to try to directionally punt, lines it to the near side, bounces at the 10, and Wells is going to let it go over his head and into the end zone. That will be a touchback. 5:22 to go in the opening quarter. We have no score.
Yeah, it's been a game of just positioning, feeling each other out right now. Nobody's really moved the ball well. Some wasted opportunities to maybe move the ball on each side, but it's Pulaski's ball now on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
The Jocks family saying hello, Otis. Hey. Joe, Jess, Jordan, Jules.
The whole crew's listening in.
Receiver to the near side. Pulaski sprint out to the near side, trying to get wide. They will get wide, and it will be Maverick Cole across the 30 and up to the 32. A gain of 12.
Nice run, just a quick pitch to the left, and he got around a corner and picked up 11.
Pulaski has a few keys in their offense. They have their blockers or leads are different positioned whenever they're trying to lead one way or the other. As you can see, the edge is much wider on that last play, and they ran to that edge. Under 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Ball's on the turf in the backfield. See who jumps on it. Still loose inside the 30.
Pirate ball.
I think we have a white uniform on it. The snap was never handled by Mirashik, and it will be Bayport football at the 27.
Yeah, he never got that snap back cleanly. Bobbled it around a little bit. It swirled around on the ground. And a white, I don't know who it was exactly, pounced on it. But again, great field position. Pirate ball on the, 28-yard line?
Mark at the 27. Bayport's going to take over. You cannot afford the penalty to set you back again. You're being gift wrapped. This one here. Pirates no score with the football. 4:43 to go in the first.
Okay, Bayport, let's do it.
Benson with Montgomery behind him. Sophomore 2 yards behind his QB. And Tevin's going to get the carry, trying to go off left side, and he's going to be tripped up down near the 26, just a yard on 1st down. Boy, you have to win the early downs, makes it easier on the later ones. Bayport is not doing that.
Yeah, nice run again by Tevin. Boy, he puts a head down, he gets yardage. I'm looking at the officials' pants down there, and it must be very windy down on the field.
Yeah, you can see at the 40-yard line right now, the white cap. His pants are moving,
yeah,
fluttering around.
Fluttering around, so it's got to be tremendous wind on the field.
We're trying to make things clear as we go. Buchinger goes in motion, jet sweep behind Benson, pitch it out to him. There's an edge waiting. Buchinger cuts it up and then gets depleted as he gets back yards short of the line of scrimmage. That will bring up 3rd and 11 as we tick under 4 minutes to go. Rob and Denise Abfall watching along with us.
Hey, Denise, how are you? Rob, I'll tell you what, Blake's a great kid. He'll be a great player, but that was a senior against a sophomore right there.
Yes.
It showed a little bit.
Physically, that wasn't much of a match.
Physically, Blake, he'll be in the weight room. He'll get there, but that was a smash mouth play right there.
Again, it's 3rd and long. Receiver to either side. Benson takes a snap, play action, sprint to the near side, looking to the flat, throws it to Brighter, and it's going to be tipped in the air, and it's going to be picked off. Intercepted by the Pulaski Red Raiders. Mason Petzel, the 6'1" senior linebacker.
Great play by the Pulaski kid, by the linebacker. Again, Cole under pressure, tries to get a pass off. Probably should have thrown it away, but the Pulaski linebacker made a great play on it. And again, a wasted opportunity. We turned the ball over.
Minute 31 seconds time of possession, and Bayport doesn't do much with it at all. So it'll be Pulaski ball at the 29-yard line. 3:12 to go in the first. High snap brought down by Marashik. Gets up the middle, trying to split a couple of defensive backs. And a big, strong, tough run by Aaron will pick up 8.
Shane with the tackle. Gain of 8 on the play, 2nd down and 2.
Mike Frieder texting the booth saying that this quarter's been sponsored by Uncle Mike's Pastry for the turnovers that have happened here. Yeah, that's a great place to get a turnover. I've probably eaten there a few times.
Right to the near side, and
Good
it will
job.
be Severson a takedown.
Great job.
2 hands on the shoulder pads and just pulls them to you.
Great job by Gavin.
Gavin, the safety of the Severson twins, and he'll drop a loss of a yard. They're going to mark it to 37. Pulaski needs a 39 as we tick down towards 2 minutes left here in the opening quarter of action. No score, Bayport and Pulaski. Subtle thing on the scoreboard notice, they have Pulaski on the left. They should always have the home team on the right, right?
Yeah.
They don't.
Well, you're in Pulaski.
Receiver to the near side. Sprint right. Marashik trying to get the edge. He's going to be across the line to gain 39 up to the 40. And that will be enough for the first down. It might take 3 plays always, but they are able to move the sticks 1st and 10.
Well, that's kind of their game,
Yep.
5, 6, 7 yards on a play, or, 4 times 3 is what? 14, right? So they should get a first down every
12?
play. 12, Okay.
You're just testing me.
Yeah, I'm just testing you.
Two receivers out to the near side now. Snap to block. He's going to try to cut it up across the 42 to the 43, mark at the 44, a gain of 4 yards. And let us know where you're listening from. Love to hear from you. Grandma and Grandpa Benson watching from Binghamton, New York.
Binghamton, New York.
John Enderby watching from Shawnee, Kansas. Now my question is, how long did you graduate after John Enderby? Enderby was in 63.
In when?
1963. Maverick
Ball's
going to have the ball
poked
poked loose. Severson with the mitts. Pokes it backwards.
They're going to lose yardage at least on it.
Bayport alum Otis Chambers.
Bayport alum, 1963.
Yep, that was John Enderby.
Yeah.
And what are you?
I'm a 74.
74, okay.
Yep. That would be 11, Chris.
Oh.
11 years. Well, actually, when I came back after 30 years being gone, they gave me a key to the diploma room.
Oh.
So I actually got my diploma then. I snuck in there one night and got it. It wasn't available for some reason in 74.
Well. Pulaski trying to get Bayport to jump 3rd and 14, and they're going to try to run and get it back. Marashik, flag flies.
Flag going to play.
And Pulaski's going to come up short anyways as Marashik tries to run it.
Severson with the tackle.
Bennon's watching and listening. Say hi, Otis.
Hey, Kathy.
Ken Lowenhagen from the Hog Blind in Eagle Pass, Texas. Jacqueline Tonnen. That's Bob and Jackie from Crivets. Marcia Nast. Ben Otto again out there. Jason Kaler, Sidney Pingle, Ken Barron, Don Barrett, Nick Remacher. Welcome in, everybody.
Holy cow, we got a group tonight.
Yep, we're over 6 listeners.
This is a big game.
Well, Mike's not here.
Mike's not here.
4th and 10. 28 seconds left.
If you guys want to text Mike Frieder at home, I'm sure he's just sitting there, so go ahead and text him. Frieder texted me and said you have to be alumni. You have to graduate to be alumni. I think that's overrated.
Bayport takes a timeout with 12 seconds left in the quarter. Well, they are punting into the rain and into the wind. And we've seen special teams so far. That may turn out to be something big, but we'll keep a watch on it. MLW.
Oh.
What year was he?
He was 73.
Okay, 1 year ahead of you.
Yep. Yeah, Bayport.
Mark
smart
Warziers.
play by Coach Westerman there to call timeout, forcing Pulaski to punt into a stiff wind. I would say we've got 20-mile-an-hour wind out there.
We saw the first punt for Bayport went 49 yards, a friendly roll. Pulaski's punt off the side of the foot was 9 yards. They're going to be punting from their own 40. Logan Kobus was the punter the last few years, all-state punter, who's now at Minnesota Duluth. The punting unit, it's Mason Wells. Wells waiting at the 26. 12 seconds left in the quarter, moves forward, minimal pressure, and he'll get one off. Up the hash marks, he's going to bounce inside the 40, take a Pulaski roll, and then checks up at the 32. And Bayport will take over. 1 play left in this quarter, 3 seconds on the clock.
Now I'm going to test you, Chris.
Oh, boy.
This will Bayport's what possession for us? You got the stats right there.
4th possession.
4th possession.
They might have negative yards. They've not gotten a first down yet.
Well, we won't mention that on the radio, okay?
No, okay.
So
we'll keep that
keep
silent.
that between you and me right now.
We can do that.
So the 4th possession. Let's move the ball. We got 3 seconds left in the half.
No matter what they do, this will be the last play of the quarter. Receiver to either side. See if Bayport wants to air it out. Benson looking play action, looking deep. He throws
he's got him
deep.
open.
He's
got him
Sam
open.
Barry, and he's going to overthrow Barry downfield. He had him 2 steps behind the defensive back, and that is how the quarter comes to a close. We'll step aside, take a break. 12 minutes in the books. We have no score. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
Welcome to Bellin Health Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, where we've taken the best of sports medicine and orthopedic care and placed it where the world can find it, in the Titletown district next to Lambeau and in a league of its own. At Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, we've made sure every aspect of your experience feels like a home field advantage. With elite care from the same sports medicine's fellowship physicians who treat the world's best athletes. So whether you're an athlete who wants to get back in the game or someone who just wants to get back to life with less pain, Titletown is where your comeback begins. Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics from Bellin Health. We write comeback stories. Learn more at bellin.org/Titletown.
See,
You're listening to Bayport Pirates Sports on NEW Sports Radio at newsportsradio.com.
Here's one I didn't know. Pulaski alum Stacy Baines listening in.
Oh, a Pulaski alum.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Great to have you along again on a Friday night, Stacy. Chris and Otis.
Great to have Stacy on the right side of the tracks now. She grew up on the dark side here. Great to have her back in the fold.
Of course, Mike Frieder out there listening along. 12 minutes in the second quarter. Now Bayport appears to be going into the rain and into the wind as Benson's going to throw a slant far side. He's going to throw it behind Barry, and that will be incomplete. 4th possession, 0 first downs.
Yes, 2 passes in this possession, too, the first 2. I understood the first one being with the wind in the last play of the quarter. Come back with a pass here and just miss Sam on a crossing route. So 3rd and long here.
Just 3 seconds gone by in quarter number 2. Make sure we change that on the scoreboard below. Tight end fullback shift to the right side of the line. Deep back is Corshane. Benson sprint out to the far side. Throw a comeback route to Benson. Or gets it to Barry. He'll make the grab across the 40 to the 41. But he needed the 43, and I believe it's going to be 3rd and 2. 4th and 2, rather. A yard.
4th and a yard. It appears the Pirates are going to go for it. They're in the huddle. Coach Westerman's sending in the play right now. The Pirates will go for it on 4th and 1.
Well, Montgomery comes in with the play. I'd have to assume it's going to be Tevin's football, right?
I would guess so. I would guess he'll put his head down. He'll get us a yard.
3 down linemen, 2 middle linebackers, an outside linebacker on each side. Bayport just trying to get Pulaski to jump right now. Now they're going to shift. Brighter, the fullback to the right of his center. Deep back is Tevin. Montgomery waiting as Benson barks out the signals. Gets the snap, high snap, brought it down. Montgomery pushes forward, gets the first down. A Pulaski player hurdled the defensive log jam, and Montgomery is able to bounce it right. He needed a yard. He's going to be able to pick up about 3 of them, and that will move the sticks 1st and 10.
Yeah, nice, just a power run that we see Montgomery run all the time. It's just great play. I got his older brother sitting right next to me in the booth here. Except for that crutches and the knee brace, he is a good-looking young man.
Tom Hubin's mom, a graduate of Pulaski in 1957.
57.
Benson again, a pass play. This is
nice catch, Sam! He's going to go!
Breaks the tackle, and then he gets tripped up by the turf monster. Inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. A gain of 23 yards.
Nice
1st and 10.
Nice pitch and catch by the Pirates. Sam is a workhorse. He's caught most of our balls, caught 23 receptions coming into this game for the Pirates for about a 10-yard average. So Sam's been a real workhorse for us.
Bayport on the move. Back-to-back first downs for the first time today. They move the sticks. And now they're at the 33. See if they get back to the ground and pound. Montgomery. As this play is going to be blown dead, and it looked like Bayport was going play action. It's going to be a false start, however. Boy, you can't abandon the run too early. It almost appears that Bayport has. Jess Ballou with the tweet in. The Hovde Lee families tuning in from Suamico, saying holy turnovers. Yep,
holy
that's about
turnover.
Right.
Yep.
13 seconds left in the first quarter at De Pere. West De Pere and De Pere, first time since 06 they're playing.
That's going to be a great rivalry for years to come, hopefully.
And we talked about Bayport alum. What was it, 88, 89? What were you? Mike Jamison listening in. You remember what year JMO was? Benson sprinting out under pressure, throws in the flat, and he throws a near interception. I think if the Pulaski defender keeps his footing, it is an interception.
Yeah, again, Cole under great pressure. He's really been scrambling for his life out there tonight. He has not had a lot of time to get a clean throw off. That makes it 2nd and 15, yeah.
Jeez. First down pass. Is that the last 4 times they've had first down? Bayport's going to go 3 wide receivers. Slot to left is Buckner. He may go in motion. He will. Jet motion behind the quarterback. Speed option right. Benson's going to keep it. Squeeze inside the 35. Down to the 33, which is the line of scrimmage before the false start penalty. Give Benson 5 yards and give Bayport a 3rd and 10 upcoming. And what might be 4-down territory. Perhaps Bayport going to run it here to give up a manageable 4th down.
I would think we're probably in 4-down territory. Westy is a gambler that way. We're on the 33-yard line. Hopefully we can pick up 4, 5, 6 here to make our 4th down a little bit more manageable.
33-yard line. Bayport needs to get to the 23. 10 minutes to go before halftime. 0-0. Your score. Benson hands off to Montgomery. He's going to try to bounce. Gets to the 29-yard line after contact to the far side. So he will pick up about 4.
nice power run. Got 4. I'm sure we're going to go for it to be 4th and 6.
29-yard line. You're not going to punt here. A touchback would only give you 9 yards.
Right. We got to try to, pick up. It makes it a little bit more manageable. 6 yards here. Remember, to started out 1st and 15 with the penalty.
Oh, watch out for tight end 87. I know John's always watching for that. See if Bayport goes to their tight end in this spot.
We got 2 receivers to the near side here. One booking her.
Booking her in motion. Benson takes the snap. Bayport's going to run it on 4th and 6. And he picks up about 3, maybe 4, and that's going to be a turnover on downs with 9:03 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, just quarterback keeper up the middle. One of our plays that we run quite often, 4th and 6. We just didn't get it. So now it's the defense's turn to turn up the heat on Pulaski.
Pirates possession takes 3 minutes even. 4th and 7, and you run a quarterback draw, a quarterback blast on.
Well, Chris, there it is, counter.
Inside handoff for Pulaski, and Montgomery's going to stack things up after a gain of 2.
Nice job. Nice job.
JoJo Azur.
Nice job by the younger Montgomery. I said before, the older one sitting next to me, he put his fist up in the air when he saw that hit.
2 on the play, 2nd down and 8. On the 28-yard line.
33 out. Blocking back is out of the game. 28 is at blocking back. Super set throw.
So we got 2nd and 8, Chris.
14-3 to Pier leads West Pier after 1. But we never got into the
3
games. Menasha Notre Dame 7-7 after 1. 2nd down and 8 for the Pulaski offense. Red Raiders in their own territory. Sprint to the near side, looking to pass. Block's going to throw it in the flat, and it's going to be incomplete. If Mason Clark looks for the football, that's a pick and maybe 6. He looked to hit the receiver after he would have caught it, but a bad
I don't think he saw the ball, actually. He was going after the guy out in the flat. I don't even know if he saw the ball. It was over his head, but that would have been a great pick 6 there. That certainly would have been a pick 6. But it makes it 3rd and 8, so we got a big stop right here.
8:17 left in quarter number 2. Still no score from Saputo Stadium. Pulaski at the 28. They need the 36. 2 receivers to the near side. Snap, and Pulaski's going to try to run off the right side. Bounce it with Marashek, and a big hit from safety. The flag is going to fall out.
What could that have been for?
And the Pulaski running back is down, and we're going to see if there is a
we need a trainer
helmet hit or anything. Marashek, the ball carrier, got hit hard.
He is moving his hands and everything, but he is laying on his back. So we're going to have a little timeout here for injury. Boy, I don't know if I understand that call, but
15-yard penalty, illegal head contact on Bayport.
That was just smash mouth football, I think. Hard to see from here. The white hat had a better view of it than we did.
Watching the replay next to us.
But that doesn't mean he was right.
So 15 yards on what was a stop. They'll move it from the 28 to the 43. Though they mark at the 44.
Oh, that hurt. We had him stopped.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it hurt. The young guy was down. Oh, you mean like the penalty hurts Bayport?
Yeah. Penalty hurt Bayport.
It hurt the young man.
It hurt the young man, too. I don't know where the young man is. I was looking at a bench for him.
So from the 44-yard line, sprint near side, and it will be Maverick Cole trying to get to midfield and a couple yards further into Bayport territory at the 49. Under 8 minutes to go, 7:53 and moving.
Nice run by Pulaski, just a lead option out here to the right. got a little break in the line there and got through it and picked up a nice 8 yards, 7, 8 yards.
Single receiver way out, blocking to the left side. They're going to run it to the right. Run up the middle. Block will run right behind his pulling guard. Dragged down by Vaughn Campbell. Be about a yard shy. Pulaski needs the 46. They're at the 47. Ryan Franker out there. Karen Verkeilen says hello, Otis.
Oh, Karen, what a dear.
John Enderby says Kenny Chambers was a year younger than him. Mike was in his class and Bill a year older.
So they had a class of 3 people?
Send a man in motion, and it's going to be a direct snap to the up back.
First
fullback.
down.
And it's going to be a gain of 3, and it's going to be enough. Jill Storter out there listening. Damn Hebo, class is 72.
72. That was a good class, 72.
Logan Van Lanen and family watching from Iowa Central.
Okay, Logan.
Oh, yeah, we got to move the camera. I'm sorry. It's got Vincy on me. Move the camera, man. We're trying to accomplish a lot up here. 6.5 to go before half. Still no score. Snap near side. Hesitate in the backfield. Maverick Cole breaks a tackle. Taken down by Corshane after a gain of 2.
I tell you, our linebackers have played fairly well right now. They've plugged the holes and covered very well so far this half. So we got 2nd and 8. Another crucial chance to get a short yard on first down only.
Pulaski offense on the move, their best movement with the ball all game long. Block, sprinting left, trying to get blockers in front, cuts the corner, gets inside the 40, diving forward, down to the 36. Bring up 3rd and 2. His block, as soon as he turned the corner, put his foot in the turf and just cut downhill.
Yeah, he just slept through those 2 Pirate defenders and picked up another 6 yards. Nice move, actually.
JMO was 83. According to Tom Heuben was 82.
Jameson was 83.
Al Smith out there listening along with us. 5:20 and rolling before halftime. No score from Pulaski. Chris and Otis on a Friday night. Rain is picking back up. Backfield is.
Oh, there it is.
Nobody's there to pick it up. Vaughn
Scoop and
Campbell's going to
score.
scoop. And it will be Bayport football. The backs were Marashik and Cole, and the ball went right between both of them, and neither one even reached for it, and will be Bayport football on the turnover.
Exactly. It looked like they both shot up into the line, and the ball
They were
went
out
right
of their
between them.
their
Right.
sprinting blocks, and they didn't even look for it.
Oh, that would have been a perfect scoop and score. But it's our ball, so Bayport ball, another turnover in the game.
5:03 left in the second, and Bayport's going to be at the Pulaski 47. They've started at the plus 36, the plus 27, plus 47 now. 3rd time to start a possession in Red Raider territory. Bayport has yet to crack the scoreboard.
Let's go on a 5-minute drive here and go up at halftime.
Yeah, there's 5:03 till half. Brings Sam Barry in motion behind his quarterback. And it's going to be Benson, direct run left side. He's going to get stood up immediately. Very good hit, very good tackle by Jake Adams, the linebacker for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, that play has actually not been as successful tonight as it has been all season. Pulaski has scouted us very well, and they know that one's coming.
Ryan, Jamie, Oliver, Addie, and Brady Shefchick here, the Pirates from the living room. Seems to be a wise choice with the rain descending here at Saputo Stadium. After no gain, it'll be Montgomery up the middle, and Tevin barrels down inside the 45, down to the 44. Just a gain of 3, brings up 3rd and 7. Ben Bryan listening with us.
3rd and long. We'll probably end up throwing a ball on this place, maybe a jet sweep or something like that, but we need some yardage on this play.
Dana Black with us. Elaine Liswick Crone.
This is kind of nice, Chris. Nobody knows my number, so nobody's texting my number in the booth.
You're number 1, I thought.
Yeah. Just keep texting Frieder.
Receiver left and right. Snap to Benson. Play action looking near side in the flat. It's going to be the fullback, Sam Breiter. 1 yard. Boy, the Bayport offense has not been pretty.
No, completion on that play, but just not enough room once he caught the ball to get any, to even turn upfield. He actually got hit, I think, when he was still facing the sidelines. So 4th down. Again, Westy is a roll the dice type of coach, so I would imagine we're going to try to pick up the 6 here.
You think so? Oh, I wouldn't like that. Yep, they're going to keep the offense out.
Offense is on the field.
2:55 and moving.
We're in the Pirate formation, too.
I think they're just going to try to drum off sides. Pulaski very disciplined defensively so far. Jaguar, the tailback to left of Benson. Now Coach Westerman's going to take a timeout. 2:41 to go before halftime in a 0-0 football game. A football game where field position is going to be crucial as we move down the line.
Yeah, we've had a lot of turnovers. I don't know how many total here. You've got the stats.
Well, we had a fumble, an interception, a fumble. I counted as 3.
That's 3 for us.
Turnover and downs in there as well.
Yeah. Just moving the ball consistently is a premium tonight, and we're just not getting that. There is light rain falling, and it's I would say the rain is not falling. It's coming down sideways a little bit with the wind. I always told people when I lived in Nebraska, it never snowed in Nebraska. It snowed in Colorado and blew over. Oh, we're missing a player, a late Pirate player coming onto the field.
43-yard line. Bayport brings on the punt unit. Boy, Pulaski, you can't say enough about their defense tonight. Bayport started in their field position 3 times. They've not scored. Azur's going to send a line drive inside the 20, take a friendly roll.
But effective.
Down to the 16. And Gauthier will touch it with 2:33 left.
Red Raiders ball, 1st and 10 on the Red Raiders 16-yard line. With
31-yard punt again at halftime. Hoping to have with us former Bayport punter and all-conference receiver, Cody Lindquist, also a former Pulaski kid.
Yeah, he is. That's right.
That would have been class of 19. And this
We
one's
got a
going to
flag,
be
got a
blown
play.
dead.
It's called dead. Procedure, false start.
Donnie Krasnarich watching along with us.
Put him back a little bit more. 1st and 15. Ball on the 11. Pirates need a good defensive stop here. Maybe we could get the ball back in good field position.
I think special teams are going to try to force something, but you got to get the stop first.
Yeah, you got to get the stop.
1st and 15. Second false start penalty for Pulaski here in the first half. Single receiver left. It'll be Cole trying to get the edge. He's going to get across the 15, up across the 20, and a nice carry of 10 yards. Brings up 2nd and 5 as we tick under 2.5 till half.
Yeah. Too many yards on 1st down. We had him buried back there in 11. He picks up 10 on 1st down.
Melissa Ray Nowak listening out there, cheering for the Red Raiders. Steven Eldrizan from Florida.
Oh, Eldry, Steve. God bless you. How is Florida?
There's a play in the middle, and Bayport's going to stuff it for a gain of just 1. Under 2 minutes till half. We are still scoreless, and it's going to be a big 3rd and 4. Also out there listening along, Joe Kovalarczyk, Jenny Garceau, Karen Reese. Great to hear your voice, Otis.
Karen Reese. Yeah, that's an old name for in the past.
Pulaski needs the 26. They're at the 23. Mark it 3rd and 3. 90 seconds till halftime. Snap in the back. Sprint to the near side. Cole trying to get the edge. And a flag's going to fly. This one's going to come back for a hold on Mason Wells. Wells was, or rather on Mason Clark. Clark trying to set the edge. He got held on the shoulder pad, and this might be a 10-yard penalty. Bayport's only got one timeout left, but this should make it 3rd and at least 13.
So we have 3rd and 13 with 1:23. We get a stop here. We have one timeout left. We could get a stop here, maybe take a timeout, force it a punt, and to get the ball back at his half. Steve Schutte texting the boss.
Hey.
Yeah, shoots. I'm a little parched up here.
That Aquafina isn't holding you over?
No.
So the 10-yard holding penalty, Pulaski's first holding penalty, their 3rd penalty of half number 1, sets them back to 3rd and 14, an 11-yard penalty. High school football, it spotted the foul holding for 10 yards, so that was called a hold a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yes.
So you got to add that to this
So on
number.
a sack, you could have a loss of
yeah.
a sack 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage for a hold.
That's a lot of adding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulaski, I think, is going to try to run this play clock. Nope, they're not. Inside handoff, counter to left side. Pulaski is going to be stood up inside the 15. And Bayport maybe spend their timeout. Yep, they will with 1:09 left before half.
Force them to punt here. We should get the ball in good field position, maybe 50-yard line, if not less than that. With 1:09 left, let's see what we can do. We are going into the window. So I would think a long field goal would be out of the question into this win.
1:09 before half. We have no score. Pulaski's going to be punched. You can see Mason Wells is on the U of Pulaski in the end zone. That's where he will be receiving the punt. Bayport's got 2 guys back. Sam Barry near side hash. Far side hash is A.J. Corshane. This is one of those, Mike and I talk all the time. You cannot let the ball bounce and roll.
That would be. We just called a timeout, didn't we? We only had one left on 3rd down, I thought. I don't know. I might be confused here.
Yeah, I think the officials are just as confused as we
I
are.
thought we only had one left and we used it on 3rd down.
Reminder at the half, Cody Lindquist, where you could combine the flavors of Italy with the heart of the Irish. Add some Chicago flair. You've got Gallagher's Pizza. For the best Chicago sound north of the Illinois border, Gallagher's Pizza is your destination. Call now for delivery or pickup in Green Bay to Pier and Lineville Road. Gallagher's Pizza, Italian food and Irish spirit. 1:09 before halftime. 4th and 12 for the Pulaski Red Raiders. Bayport football on NEW Sports Radio. Voice of BP, Chris Learman and Otis Chambers with you. Tim, Heather, and Izzy Grace out in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, watching along. Also, Becky Schutte listening from inside the camper in Oconto.
Oh, Becky, long-time teacher in the district. Nephew Ben Bryan just texted me. He's listening in.
One single back for Bayport. Wells has his feet in the end zone, creeping to the goal line. Snap to him. Bayport pressure off the one side, and it will be getting away. And a punt that Corshane is going to watch bounce at the 43, and it's going to flip the field and then some. It's going to be a punt to the 16-yard line, is a punt of 70 yards after the roll of 28 yards.
What did we just talk about? Catch the ball. And you know they're punting it at a wind, so don't let it go over your head.
It was a 42-yard punt on the landing, and then 28 yards trickled after that.
Well, yeah, it's a 40-mile-an-hour wind out there.
70-yard punt.
70-yard punt. So now we're starting deep in our own field. Now you got to think about probably just running the clock out and getting out of here.
Well, you don't want to turn it over, right?
You don't want to turn over down here.
In this rain and weather, we've seen 3 turnovers already and a turnover on downs. Benson's going to give it to Jaguar, try the right side, gets across the 15 up to the 18-yard line, a gain of 2. We're going to tick down to 50 seconds. Now Pulaski has all 3 timeouts, and they're going to try to spend them. Not fielding the punt or not going back is going to cost Bayport in more ways than just field position right now.
Yeah, I think Mike Frieder preaches that. But like usual, nobody listens to him.
Well, Do you blame them? Not always. Let Vandervest Harley Davidson of Green Bay turn your two-wheel fancy into reality. Vandervest is a full-service destination dealership located on Velp Avenue on the beautiful Duck Creek. You don't know how to ride? No problem. Vandervest Harley Davidson has a fully accredited riding academy serving the Bay Area May through October. So hurry up. Visit them at vvhd.com and find out how to find your freedom. 48 seconds left before halftime. 0-0 is our score. That means nobody has scored it all.
Yeah, I mean, even without any score, it's been a good ball game, and defenses have played well. Too many turnovers by each team, but the defenses have played well.
Tyler and the girls watching and listening. Down in Randolph.
Great basketball school.
2nd and 7. Montgomery fake to him. Benson back the other side. Gets across the 20. Out of the 25. He's going to run out of bounds. Don't know if you want to do that, but.
Yeah, we got a first down here, so you never know. You want to try to bust one.
42 seconds left before half. Paul Stevens watching along. Missing Jason Kaler. Who else do we have with us? Try to get to you as we move along. Send us a tweet. Jeannie Meany listening in from Three Lakes.
Three Lakes
football game in White Lake, Wisconsin.
I'll tell you, Three Lakes will be white up there pretty soon with this cold weather we're coming in.
I think that's Coach Meany's mom.
Oh, excellent. What a nice family that is. What a great addition to the Pirate staff. Yeah, my nephew Ben Bryan from Grafton watching and listening in. Ben, how's the family? Hope everything's well.
Boy, Grafton, sure he's seen traffic and then some this week, huh?
Yeah.
Ryder Cup coming through.
Yeah.
1st and 10 Bayport. Fake to Montgomery. Benson's got to hold the football. He's fumbled it once already. He's going to be stopped after no gain. And now Pulaski's going to take a timeout. This is good coaching, I think, by Jared Marsh and the Red Raiders. In these conditions, force Bayport to handle the ball.
You never know.
Time.
You never know. Force them to snap the ball and handle it. And, they're no good in the second half. You got to use them now. So if you got them, use them. Pulaski has one timeout remaining. 2nd and 11 with 34 seconds left.
Again, that was a Jesse Schuette's listening just like his mama, he tells me.
There he is, Jesse.
Apparently, Plummer and Lindquist couldn't get out of the rain fast enough. They are up here now.
Well, the booth is getting a little more crowded.
All of a sudden, everybody's got to stay dry. Cody will be on with us at half.
How are you?
Pulaski's got one more timeout left. I would expect them to use it after this play, and I also would expect Bayport to keep the ball on the ground to force them to use a timeout. Benson, sprint to the right side, following his lead blocker, gets across the 30, and he is going to
I would stay in bounds now and try to keep that
clock's
clock
going to run, and Jared Marsh wants to use it. Yep. Now just kneel it, right? Kneel it and get to halftime.
Yeah, if we take a knee, they cannot run another play. We would not have to punt on 4th down. So kneel it. Let's go to halftime. Get out of the rain. Regroup here.
Well, we'll get to ask Cody about punting in these conditions.
This is nothing, Cody, right? It's something. It's something.
Well, it's nice if you're the punter with the wind, too.
It's nice going left to right.
24 seconds left before half. It's 3rd and 8. I would hope Bayport just kneels it. You just, much as you could break one, you could also much easier to fumble it.
Let's just get out of here at a tie game at half and go in, regroup, get out of the rain for a minute, and regroup.
Benson's going to take a short shotgun snap, and he'll drop to a knee. And that will be the half.
Clock will run out.
No score, Otis. No score in the first half.
No score. The half went quickly. I don't know what it's.
7:53. Not even an hour.
Not even an hour for the first half. So it went quickly. Both teams exiting the field right now. I'm going to step aside, give Cody my headset. Chris is going to do a halftime interview. We got some commercials to go through here, and we'll be back in 12 minutes with the start of the second half.
Pirates and the Red Raiders 0-0. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
Anduzzi's, voted Green Bay's best bar 3 years straight, is pumping out some serious fun. And hey, look at there, you're on the guest list.
Live and local is how Anduzzi's phenomenal live music every week.
Time out. Have you been on the patio at Anduzzi's? Full bar, full menu, full service. Inside or out, Anduzzi's is ready for you to come hang out.
And with 4 locations, I'm not seeing a viable excuse why we won't see you tonight.
Anduzzi's Sports Club, Green Bay East, Green Bay West, Kimberly, and Howard.
Online at anduzzi's.com.
So what makes Anduzzi's so different? Come and find out.
Synergy Sports Performance is your local athletes training facility. We build for speed, agility, and physical strength to make them better on the field. And we build character to make them better off the field. Work out with us at synergyfields.com.
If a training run turns into a sprained ankle or spring yard work stresses out your shoulder, go to the Acute Injury Clinic at Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialist. It's not urgent care, it's not the ER, it's the same-day orthopedic care directly from an orthopedic physician, and no appointment is needed. The Acute Injury Clinic at OSMS is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 2223 Lime Kiln Road in Green Bay. Learn more at osmsgb.com.
Hey, let's be honest. You know how it is. If you're a sports fan, there is no such thing as too much sports information. Well, that's just one of the reasons to follow Voice of BP on Twitter. We're talking live tweeting every Bayport broadcast. And don't stop there. Like us on Facebook, because when it comes to Pirate sports, the more ways to get it, the better.
Halftime from Saputo Stadium. No score in the opening half. Bayport 0, Pulaski 0, and we are joined here at halftime by Bayport alum class of 2019, Cody Lindquist. Cody, how are you?
I'm good. It's a lot nicer up here than it is down on the field.
Well, Bayport, former wide receiver, former offensive receiver of the year in the FRCC. There were not many quarters where Bayport got shut out back when you were playing. This is a little different.
Yeah, a little different for sure.
So, Cody, punter at Bayport, and turned that into going to junior college. Now at North Dakota State, you can see the shirt on for him. I guess you started at Bayport. Were you always a punter coming through?
A little bit. It's kind of hard to be a punter when you only punt about 6 times your senior year. So I got to college, and I initially went to be a receiver.
Oh, okay.
And ended up just deciding to do punting full time, and had to pick a lot up my freshman year, and up until now worked on a lot of stuff, but eventually it came to me.
So you go to a junior college, Iowa Western, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go to Iowa Western, what's that like? Because that's a JUCO. Obviously, people, I got to get to that D1 scholarship. They don't talk about JUCO a lot. They don't talk about, I don't want to go to D3, even though D3 is really good football.
Yeah.
Talk about that route and how things worked out.
I mean, it can be a struggle for a lot of people, and even for me at times, I played both years. There'd be times where I didn't know if it was for me. The biggest thing is just trying to stick through it. I mean, it's competitive football. Some people may not realize that. I mean, I've had 2 teammates go to Oklahoma, some go to Maryland. So it's big-time players that just need a second chance sometimes, or bounce-back kids from Division I schools. So it's not a joke, and it's pretty serious. So, yeah.
What's a day like as a junior college athlete? Just same as you're going to practices, you're going to classes, you're getting schooling done?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I would say, like, we would practice in the mornings, and then we would have classes and meetings in the afternoon. So it's a pretty busy schedule. We'd have lifting mixed in there too, but they keep us busy for sure.
Obviously, you mentioned lifting. Because you're punting with your right leg, you're not just constantly lifting just your right leg, right?
No.
You're getting your whole
they
body
make us
worked
do
out.
everything, yeah.
You're going to be big, strong punter. Now, you're 6'3". Obviously, you barely fit on the camera screen in front of us.
Yeah.
Packers punter right now, Bohorkovitz or whatever his name is, he's only 6 foot. Then you have the former punter, J.K. Scott, 6'6". How does that work into things?
I mean, really anybody can punt, but it just helps to have the length, and it helps to hit higher balls sometimes when you got a longer leg, and it also brings more power and speed. So, I mean, that's just the biggest thing. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how tall you are.
Yeah, it's not about necessarily I need to punt this as far as I can. We see you posting videos. Yeah, I punted it this far.
Yeah.
You have hang time to worry about. Now, we haven't seen necessarily Bayport with their hang time.
Yeah.
We saw JoJo a couple punts today, just line drives. But hang time is something so important, too.
Yeah, it definitely can be. I mean, there's also situations where maybe you don't want to go for hang time. There's times where we would want to cross the ball across the field, so it's a low line drive where they can't get to it because they're expecting it to be on the right side, and they're expecting for that hang time to be there. So, I mean, there's definitely times where both are important to do. You just kind of have to know the situation and what to do.
Get joined here at halftime by Cody Lindquist, former wide receiver and punter for the Bayport Pirates. Goes to Iowa Western for 2 years. Now you are in Fargo. How's the first little bit at NDSU gone?
It's good. It's been an adjustment for sure. Getting to know my teammates really well, though. I've been out there since June, so that helped. I was there all summer working out with the guys, and then started fall camp, and we've got 3 games in already, so we're 3-0 and looking to continue that.
How's the recruiting to NDSU? Is that kind of – so obviously you used 2 years of eligibility at a JUCO, right? Were you recruited sort of the same when you go to NDSU versus when you're going to Iowa Western?
Yeah, it's very similar. Both, they'll do the same type of things where they'll message you all the time and check in on you and stuff like that. But, I mean, there's just different aspects that, I mean, one school will want to show you certain things and the other will want to show you another. So, I mean, all of it's just a strategy, and it's about the same, though.
Okay. What's the dream? Obviously, let's punt for the Bison, even though you hope you never punt. Right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of a development, too? You were a wide receiver. You always wanted to score the touchdown.
Oh, yeah. I never wanted to punt.
Do you want to punt now?
I mean, sometimes. Some games, not so much, but sometimes it's nice to get in there.
Well, you're a junior now. What's the area of study?
I am a sports management major.
Okay. What's the hope with that?
Maybe an athletic director.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Pretty much what I got figured out to right now, but try not to look too much into the future. Try to live in the moment a little bit, but
So obviously, you are the student at NDSU. You have a full workload. Obviously, Division I college athlete.
Yep.
What do you have? 12, 15 credits, 18 credits?
Right now, I have 12, and then in the spring I'll have 15. So, kind of just took a lower load for the fall just because I knew I was going to have football, and then I'll kick it back up in the spring heavier.
How did the COVID year affect things? Obviously, we see videos of you post. You're at Bayport, you're punting on the turf.
Yep.
Things are shut down. Did the Reavers play a season last year?
So we canceled our fall season and then played our spring season. So we practiced a little bit in the fall. We had like a fall camp, but no games played. And then everything got pushed to the spring. It was definitely difficult, though. With JUCO being how it is, I mean, a lot of kids look to get recruited out of there. And last year, the transfer portal really dominated over JUCO. So it was definitely a struggle for a lot of guys. And I noticed, like, a lot of my teammates that had some offers decided to leave earlier than they probably could have. And chose not to take any of the bigger offers, but just to get out of there because I knew what the situation was going to be. And, I mean, I committed to South Dakota before COVID hit, and then I decided to take a chance and roll the dice and go back. I'm happy I did so because I'm at NDSU. So it was definitely a gamble, but it was a challenging year for sure.
Let's go back to your high school days. Now, obviously, you started your career at Pulaski. Then you go to Bayport.
Yep.
Obviously, wide receiver. Maybe plays out a little better for Bayport than it does at Pulaski.
Yeah.
But talk about, like, this atmosphere. Like, I always think Pulaski, there's no community that turns out like the Red Raiders for any sport. Pulaski is just an unbelievably supportive community, especially for the bigger schools. But to be able to play in front of this atmosphere is special.
Most definitely. I mean, my senior year, I'll never forget that. There were so many people here. They were lined up on the track. Everything was.
Was that the first home game in the
yeah.
stadium, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was by far probably the craziest game I've ever played in during high school. I mean, I think the biggest thing with Pulaski and why they have such a good fan turnout is it's a small town community, and everybody is around the high school. So, I mean, it's good for them. I'm glad that they can bring this type of crowd out and support the team.
Yeah. So is that a game? Now I always remember odd things. You made a diving catch in that game. You ended up getting the wind knocked out of you. You might have fallen on the ball or something like that.
Yeah, I did.
Do you miss your receiving days?
A little bit. Sometimes.
You don't get hit as often as a punter.
No, I'm way less likely to get hurt now. But, yeah, I definitely miss it. Sometimes I think about running the scout team receiver, but never really get around to it. But
Pulaski, we mentioned, is great. Was that obviously because you played your freshman year at Pulaski, was it?
Yeah, I went from elementary school till my freshman year.
So you know all the kids. Was that your favorite school to play against then?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
It was definitely something I had marked out on my schedule for the entire year, and I looked forward to. I knew coming into it that there was going to be high emotions and a lot of controversy with me leaving and whatnot, but I knew that it was going to be a really fun atmosphere, and honestly, I never pictured it to be what it ended up being that night, and it was just a crazy atmosphere and a really good game all around.
And your buddy over there, Jake Plummer, tossing you the pigskin.
Yep.
Had a heck of a senior year.
Mm-hmm.
A team that ended up getting to level 3, losing to Kimberly. Is that correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then the next year they were able to come back and defeat the Papermakers. Well, awesome. Best of luck.
I appreciate it.
You flew in early this morning. Is that what happened?
I did. I had lifting this morning and then hopped on a flight back so I could catch the game and fly out Sunday.
No driving ever? Do you ever make that drive?
Sometimes. It's got to be a bigger break than 2 days.
11, 12 hour? What is it?
7 hours.
Oh, that's it? Oh,
yeah,
that's not that bad.
But 14 to cover in 72, I wasn't, rather fly home.
Awesome. Cody Lindquist, former Bayport punter, wide receiver, first team all-conference wide receiver, all-state wide receiver, now at North Dakota State University for the Bison. Is that a big thing, lastly? Bison versus Bison?
Yeah,
right.
It's Bison.
Bison. All right, Cody Lindquist, class of 2019 from Bayport. Halftime wrapping up here from Pulaski. Still no score. We'll step aside and take a break. You listen to Bayport Pirate Football.
Synergy Sports Performance is your local athletes training facility. We build for speed, agility, and physical strength to make them better on the field. And we build character to make them better off the field. Work out with us at synergyfields.com.
Do you have spirit wear to support your team? Do you have apparel to let everybody know who you work for? Team Apparel has you covered. Team Apparel is a leader in screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, trophies, plaques, and awards. With its in-house production, Team Apparel provides fast, quality service at a great price. Let Team Apparel work for you in promoting your business and organization. Visit Team Apparel at North Military Avenue, Green Bay, or at teamapparel.com. At Team Apparel, quality is what we sell you. Service is what we give you.
Townline Pub and Grill. Looking for a place to grab some food? Stop at Townline. Taste the mouth-watering burgers, gourmet pizza, and endless appetizers, offering a casual atmosphere and a lively feel. Why not stop in on the way to the game? Grab a bite to eat after the game, too. A night out, a group gathering after a sporting event, or even a birthday. We want to thank you for your patronage. Townline, where the people come for the food and stay for the fun.
You're listening to Bayport Pirates Sports on NEW Sports Radio at newsportsradio.com.
Halftime from Pulaski. It's 0-0. No score. And we're going to get stats here. It was a good interview. We never saw the face. I apologize. I wasn't checking the phone during that. Cody was good, though. All right, we're going to try to tally some stats up from the first half. We had weather issues on the stats down below. So let's see what we can figure out, Otis.
Well, I can tell you the score 0-0.
Oh, thank you.
I got
Thank
the
you.
first stat done.
There was one possession, 4 minutes for either team. That was when Pulaski had the fumble, the snap that went between them, and nobody.
That was the longest possession of the first half, 4 minutes.
There was a 3-minute, a 3:09, a 3:31. 3 of the 4 longest drives were Pulaski's. Look at Bayport. 3 plays, 4 plays. 3 plays, 7 plays. 3 plays, end of half.
There were not a lot of plays total in the first half.
No. Well, Bayport pass game obviously wasn't successful.
We're going to have some score in this half, though, Chris.
You think so?
Yes.
I hope so.
Blue and the white are ready. I will tell you, folks, I was out at halftime. It is nasty out there. We got 20-mile-an-hour winds with rain. People are drenched. It's a nice night to be home listening to us, I'll tell you that. So
Steve Myers watching from home with the wife and dog. Shout out to the legend Otis, he says. Yeah. No score at the break. All right, see if I can. So statistically, Pulaski's drive, 6 plays, 2 plays, 6 plays, 3 plays, 7 plays. Special teams, we saw a 70-yard punt because it wasn't fielded.
Yes, fielded improperly.
Bayport had a 49-yard punt. So the field position's been flipped. Bayport has started at the Pulaski 36, the Pulaski 27, the Pulaski 47. They did not get a single first down any of those 3 possessions.
Yeah, it's been a defensive game so far for both teams. Nobody's really moved the ball well. Nobody's got nobody really had a scoring threat in the first half. Just good defenses. I think the weather has a lot to do with it right now too.
Yeah, you said you went out there. It was not pretty.
It was not pretty at all. I can tell you there'll probably be some kids that might come down with a cold because I didn't see a lot of them with rain gear on.
No. No, I brought a poncho along.
Well, did you think it was going to rain here in the booth?
No, I was worried about the gear
okay.
getting rained on.
Okay.
I have a towel as well.
Oh.
When I got here early, I was here before 5.
Before 5?
Yeah.
I was still napping.
The wind was blowing straight into the press box. It's blowing straight south right now. You can see the flag out in the distance and the flags atop the goalpost. Defensively, I'm not as worried about Bayport. I've actually said that for a couple weeks. The Bayport offense is kind of the thing that's been worrisome. You look at the West Appear game, Otis. Bayport had 2 or 3 chances to move the ball and end it. The defense had to save them with the interception at the end. Then you look at the Appear game. They couldn't. They had 3 turnovers. They couldn't get off of 15 points. The offense has to help out the defense. I know we've had instances where the defense gives up big plays, don't get forced turnovers.
Exactly.
Still got to score on offense.
We moved the ball a little bit better against Appear, but not great at all. But turnovers against Appear plagued us. Turnovers tonight are plaguing us a little bit too.
Yes.
So we got to clean that up. We're looking for a good half of football here. We only need to score 1 more point than they do. People text in the booth. He's looking at it right there. Keep up your text. If you don't want to text the booth, again, I remind you that you can text Frieder. He is sitting at home. He would love to answer all your texts tonight.
Well, Jason Berna says we're doing better than the 2 teams on the field.
Well, that's pretty darn good.
Is that a compliment or not?
Yeah, I don't. That must be a compliment, I guess.
Bayport will kick because Pulaski kicked to start the game. 12 minutes on the clock. JoJo Azur will be kicking from the 40 into the wind and into the rain.
Mike Frieder just texted and said, the only reason I would leave the booth is if I had to. And I said, I'm 66 years old. Of course I had to. I've been sitting here for more than an hour. And here we go.
And the kick, and it'll be to the far side. It will go straight out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
That'll be 35-yard line if Pulaski would like to take it. I believe they will. 12 minutes, third quarter.
The official was going to throw his flag for out of bounds and then decided to put it back in his pocket and just.
Everybody knows it. Again, tweet the booth at Voice of BP. You can text Mike at Voice of Bayport HS. Love to hear from you. Let us know where you may be listening or watching from. Chris and Otis on a Friday evening, no score. Snap on the backfield, sprint to the near side. It's going to be Maverick Cole trying to fight for yards. Gets 5, gets 6, carries a couple guys. He's got 10 and pushed forward for a gain of 11.
Boy,
Maverick Cole just keeps the legs moving.
That was just determination. He got 7 or 8 yards out of his 11 on just determination.
We talk about the fact that they have Dylan Hendricks a few years ago. He was a stud.
Oh, he was a great player.
But you knew who was getting the ball. This Pulaski team a little more dangerous especially when Steinbrecher comes back. They have 3 horses on the offense. It's going to be Cole to try the right side again, and he's going to get 5 again across midfield to the 49.
Nice pickup again on first down. 2 nice plays here. A lot of yardage. We need to stop that first down run.
Nick Selson thought he'd never see a 0-0 halftime score from Bayport. We're turning it back a few years, maybe a few decades. I'd ask the trivia when the last time Bayport was shut out in the first half, but I don't want to dig up the archives right now.
I don't have the answer, so.
Sprint to the left side, Marashik trying to get out. He's got it inside the 45, carries a man. Taken down by Evan Frenshu, but not before Marashik gets down to the 42. And that will be 1st and 10, Pulaski Red Raiders.
Another single wing power run, this time to the left side. 6 yards, first down. Looks like Pulaski concentrated with offense on their halftime speech.
1:30 gone by here in quarter number 3. They mark at the 43. Pulaski on offense to open the second half. Snap to Marashik. He'll try the right side, looking to bounce down to the 40. Bayport's able to stand him up. Mark it a gain of 2. It's Maverick Cole. It's Aaron Marashik. Not much more than those 2 right now. As it's been kind of what you expect. A lot of gadget plays, though. Once they start to get the spins and the reverses, Pulaski's single wing offense can really give you nightmares. But Bayport's bottled up. Obviously, the turnovers have bottled up themselves.
I guess the best thing we could say about the defense right now, too, is they're swarming to the ball. We can't ever say one person made the tackle because there's always 3 or 4 players around the ball.
41-yard line. 2nd and 8. Block is in there. He's the thrower. He'll take the snap. 5-step drop. Pressure up front. And he's going to be taken down up the middle. In on the sack is Logan Lasecki. The first true drop back for Pulaski, and it's going to be a loss of 5.
Nice play by Logan. He fought off the block and just got by the offensive lineman, and just a very nice play by Logan.
Makes it 3rd and 13 as Lasecki gets home.
Okay, let's get it and get off the field here.
Pulaski not going to throw again, trying to get the
Get him,
ear
get him,
side.
get him. Oh,
Great
great
tackle.
job.
Ball is
I
loose,
think
but he was clearly down.
I think he was down.
Landon Gauthier not allowing Morashik to get the edge, and he's going to take Aaron down for a loss of a yard.
Great play by Gauthier there. Just filled the outside there, never let him get to the corner, and took him down. Great play. 4th down. Red Raiders in punting formation. Now, they have to win behind us, so come on, guys. Think that the ball is going to go a ways.
Punting unit, punting from the 47. The shorter back now. Mason Wells gets it. Very minimal pressure, and he's going to boom one with the wind. Lands at the 7, takes a Pulaski hop towards the goal line.
Yes. Good
and
job.
Despite the chasing by Braden Hensel, the defensive back, it's going to go into the end zone.
That was one of those where it's best to let it go over your head because it's going to land at a 5. You just hope that it takes that bounce forward into the end zone, and it did that for the Pirates. So the Pirates will get the ball 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Now let's see what Bayport talked about offensively at halftime.
8:04 to go in the
move
third.
the ball.
20-yard line for Bayport after Pulaski drives but has to stall and punt it away. Little tidbit back on the Bayport-Pulaski connection. This is Kathy Krause. Brad Lisecki, that's Logan's father, was a Pulaski grad. Bring Barry in motion. They're going to give it to him in the jet sweep.
Come on,
Cuts
Barry.
it up near side,
Good
and Sam's
job,
going to get
Sam.
up to the 25. Pick up 5 yards. I think we talked about it last week. Sam got carries in the first game. He hasn't really gotten much jet sweep action at all since.
No, he hasn't. We haven't run jet sweep very much tonight. We usually run it a little bit more.
And again, booking her at 4 for 48 last week.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the weather, the wind, and the rain. But we need to get a little bit more creative with our offense here and pick up some yardage. That was a great 1st down yardage play.
Fullback and tight end shift to the right sideline. Bayport 2nd down, mark it 4 yards to go. Montgomery trying to bounce it, and he's going to be hit in the backfield, trying to get back to line of scrimmage, and he will not. Good pursuit up front for the Red Raiders, leading the attack. Aaron Heptes, the 6'1", 210-pound defensive lineman. And with 5 minutes gone by in the third, it will be 3rd and 6.
Just a nice job of pursuit by the Pulaski defense, and they snuffed it out and got us backed up a little bit. Now we got ourselves a 3rd and long situation.
Josh and Jesse listening from Krivitz, the rollbacks out there. 3rd and a long 6. Throw a seam pass near side. It's going to be picked off. A seam pass for the tight end is behind Gale, the intended receiver, and it falls right into the lap of the safety, Elliot Karch. Karch, the sophomore defensive back.
Yeah, he just threw that behind the wide receiver or the tight end. Tight end had no chance for it. It was a gift for the cornerback to just stand there and pick it off.
So it'll be Pulaski football at the Bayport 34. 6:28 to go in the third quarter. Trying to go left side, Cole. And he'll be stopped for a gain of 3. .626 to go.
Not a big gain on 1st down, but 2 yards, positive yardage at least. 2nd and 8.
Second and 8, under 6 minutes. We're already halfway through the third. Still no score. Sprint to the near side, get a power block. Trying to bounce it and a hit.
Good
Joe
job.
Jurazur sets the edge, and Sawyer Stimpson lends 29 a hand.
Great job by the D on that play. They stretched the play out towards the sideline, and then again, a lot of Pirates around the ball for a loss of 3 on the play. Brings it to 3rd and 10.
Holly watching from home. I apologize that your son has grown and I couldn't get anything but my gut in the video, but Holly Lindquist watching along with us. The Prevost family watching from Tipler, Wisconsin. 3rd and 10 from the 34. Maybe 4 down territory. As the quarterback, Derek Block, is back to throw, looking in the flat. He'll throw it deep, far side, throws it up for grabs. It's going to be knocked in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. It was just floated up there for Logan Schultz, and it gets knocked away by A.J. Corshane on the contact, and it's 4th and 10. And if you're Pulaski, I assume pass here, almost of the same sort of thing.
Yeah, he was open for a second there, but when the Pirates defensive backs converged on him, I think there was just enough contact. He could not hang on to the ball, and brings up a big 4th down, and Pulaski's in punting formation.
Well, the up back is block the quarterback, so watch that thing. Nope, it's going to go back to Mason
Good
Wells.
snap.
And Pulaski is more than content to ride their defense as Wells boots it right into the end zone. So a net gain of only 14 yards. It will be Bayport football at the 20 with 4:49 left in the 3rd quarter.
Mark Hewson texting the booth. Mark's everywhere. That man is everywhere. He was standing on the Westy Pier sideline when we played Westy Pier until the last 10 seconds. Then when he knew the Pirates were going to win, he moved over to our sideline and was jumping up and down. He just, Mark trying to please everybody.
Did it work?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay. 4:49 left in quarter number 3. Barry in motion. Benson's going to fake it to him. Get some blocks in front. Cole is going to get thrown forward up to the 24-yard line. Baseball teammate just committed yesterday. Isaiah Grimm are committed today to Marion.
Just a power run up the middle there, but it did gain 4 yards, so we'll take that on 1st down.
4:20 and rolling here in quarter number 3. Barry near side, wide receiver. Looks like O'Connell to the left, or to the far side. Send Barry in motion, jet sweep pass. Sam Barry trying to get it, and he's going to be taken down. Bayport missed a block, and making him pay was Jake Adams, the linebacker.
Yeah,
what a play he sliced through.
Yeah, lost it 3 in a play. It just did not develop like it should have. Pulaski was looking for it, got behind our offensive linemen that were blocking it, made a nice tackle. So we're in the hole again on 3rd down.
Oh, Badger volleyball lost tonight. Holy crap.
They did to who?
At Maryland.
Oh, wow. Big Ten is stacked in women's volleyball.
Debbie Meyer cheering on with Ivan.
Oh, Debbie and Ivan. Wonderful, wonderful people.
Bayport on 3rd and 8 is going to have a give up the middle, and that will be stopped as we approach 3 minutes left in the quarter. Mitch Gauthier watching along. Troy Stahler. Keep the messages coming. Robert Kennedy says
Robert
go Otis.
Kennedy. WTKTAQ. Robert did a nice job for many years doing our play-by-play in basketball and that.
He picked up softball this past spring for the first time. Yep. PA, public address announcer.
Yeah. It appears the Pirates are looking to get to the 4th down and get the wind behind them, but we'll be punting into the wind here.
2:40 left, clock moving here in quarter number 3. 0-0. Snap to Azur, goes down, picks it up. Minimal pressure, and he'll get it off with pressure in his face at the last second. Mason Wells.
We got a flag on a play right by the punter. Now, I don't know. I don't know if it's running into the kicker or what it is, but there is a flag on the 12-yard line.
Running into the punt. Now, in high school, they're still running and roughing.
Oh, there is. Okay.
It's either going to be 4th and 1 or 1st and 10. We'll see what the official call is, if it's a 5 or a 15-yard penalty. If it's 4th and 1, does Bayport bring Pirate package out?
No, I would punt again. But let's see. Let's sort this out. What do we think here, guys? Roughing? He's saying 5 yards.
Coach Litters thinks it'll be a 5-yard penalty. You could I believe you could tack it onto the end of the punt if you'd like.
Okay. The officials are having a meeting out there, and now they're having a second meeting out there.
I think Westy's taking one out to dinner right now.
And now one went over to talk to Westy, and they don't realize it's raining and 50 degrees outside.
It is running into, that's a 5-yard penalty on 4th and 6. It's going to be 4th and 1.
So it appears that we are going to re-kick. So he did fumble the snap, so that probably didn't get as good a kickoff. Now, Pulaski has nobody back.
Not a soul.
Not a soul back. They got all 11 up front in the box.
Snap. Move forward. Nobody's back. And
So
see
let's
if
get a
Joji
big
gets
roll
some roll
here.
out of it inside
Get
the
a roll.
45. Takes a roll inside the 40 and all the way back to the 36, where Pulaski will take over with 2:17 left in quarter number 3.
We probably gained about 10 yards on that
A little
penalty.
bit. We ended up gaining, let's see, 16 yards.
16 yards. That's close to 10.
Yep. 36-yard line for the Red Raiders. 2:17 left in the third. No score. Receiver to either side. Bring a man in motion, and it's going to be a pitch ahead. And a flag on the far side. The
We got
white
a
cap
white
actually
hat.
threw his beanie instead of his flag, and now he corrects it. I think
Okay.
there might have been 2 guys in motion, illegal shift, but we'll see.
Yeah, it was kind of a jet sweep because it was a forward shuffle pass. But this is not the Canadian Football League. I don't think you can have that many people running around at one time, can you?
I do not believe so. Yep. It is a legal shift.
It feels like Canada out there tonight, but I don't think we changed the rules because of the weather.
Speaking of cold.
Yeah, speaking of cold.
Carly Ebeling watching from the ice rink in Chicago. Heather and Cash are in person at the game.
Well,
Tony is braving the elements, I guess. Corey and Tina Tingley tuned in. First and 15. Pulaski settles down with 2 lead blockers to the right. Falling
Come on,
forward,
come on,
trying to
get
get
up.
outside, and a hit from the safety position, A.J. Corshane, who is down after the hit. He does make the tackle, and he's a little sore getting up.
Gets back to almost the original line of scrimmage.
Gain of 7 on the play. Will be 2nd down and 8. The ball on the 38
The
yard
Bradleys saying stay warm, boys. John Key from the warm, dry confines of the Key living room.
Yeah, John Key, good man.
There's a guy you've hired 100 times over.
Yeah.
One of the finest officials around. 2nd and 8. Try the right side. Block is the runner.
Well,
normally the thrower. He doesn't run all too often. Gets across the 40, up to the 42, near the 43. They need the 46. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Good and official is kind of an oxymoron, isn't it?
Is he one of the 3 blind mice out there?
They're the best people I know off of the court or off of the field. Love them all. Hope Tom Seneca's listening to this, Gary Sievert.
We had Gary last week on the halftime.
Yeah, that must have dragged out. President of the school board. I shouldn't talk that way about my good friend.
3rd and 3, Pulaski. Bring a man in motion. Block comes through, doesn't get it. Marashik is going to
Come
try
on,
to get the
good
left
stuff,
side, and he
good
has stood up. The Lasecki combo with Vaughn Campbell and a gain of 0, and Pulaski, with just 30 seconds left before the end of the quarter, is going to have to punt.
Yeah, and they definitely want to get this snap off before the end of the quarter because they want to punt with the win. So we're down to 15 seconds here. They need to get going because they want to punt with the win.
Yeah, now I know that I've missed the camera a few times tonight, but the score is accurate. Still 0-0. Snap with 2 seconds left. Move forward, and Wells will get one off, and
Get in the end
Barry
zone.
lets it
Get in the
land at
end
the
zone.
15, and it goes into the
Yes.
end zone. Oh, my goodness.
And that's the end of the third
We're going to step
quarter.
aside, take a break. No score as we head to the fourth. 0-0. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
When we come back, we'll be first and 10 Pirates on their own 20-yard line.
If a training run turns into a sprained ankle or spring yard stresses out your shoulder, go to the acute injury clinic at Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialist. It's not urgent care. It's not the ER. It's the same-day orthopedic care directly from an orthopedic physician, and no appointment is needed. The acute injury clinic at OSMS is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 2223 Lime Kiln Road in Green Bay. Learn more at osmsgb.com.
Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill. Zesty's, serving up a full food and frozen custard menu. Now open right across from Bayport High School at 2639 Lineville Road. Offering a different flavor of the day, each day 11 until 9. Try their weekly special baskets or enjoy some of Zesty's awesome, fresh, frozen custard. Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill, the finest frozen custard in town.
12 minutes on the fourth quarter clock. It's 0-0. My goodness.
Pirates ball here. First play of the fourth quarter.
Bring a man in motion. Fake it with Cole Benson. He's going to
he's going to go. He's going to go.
First
He's going to
play of
go.
quarter number 4.
Don't look
Cole
back.
Benson
Keep running.
At the 12,
Yes.
15,
Touchdown, Bayport.
80 yards to the house. Touchdown, Bayport
My
Pirates.
goodness. Wow.
Now Bayport's over 100 yards.
Yeah, what a nice run. Got the seam, got through the seam. Once he got to his past the defensive backs, he never turned around to look where they were. He just kept the jet burners on and outrun everybody. 80-yard touchdown play, the first score of the game. Goes to the Bayport Pirates.
Adamas and Yelich go back-to-back, but Brewers are leading.
I told you we were just playing to get to the fourth quarter here.
Now let's see what the extra point unit can
Well,
do.
we have the wind behind us in the fourth, so that's a blessing here.
Kathy says the defense needed a rest, not one play.
Yeah.
Well, they got the rest at the end of the third quarter, the 1 minute break. Extra point is up.
Extra point is up.
And it is good.
Good. Was a little low to snap. I think might have been bobbled a little bit, but that's the point. So it's 7-0 Pirates. First play of the fourth quarter, 80-yard touchdown run by Cole Benson.
Was that Frieder doing the color with that excitement? Rob Abfall asks.
Well, Frieder would have just been calling the play right now because he would have just woke up when he heard all the noise.
Oh, goodness.
That scores for you, Mike. Your presence is felt even if you're not here tonight. So, Chris, you said the Brewers are leading?
Yep, 4-1.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Maybe that magic number will go down a little bit. Boy, St. Louis is playing great baseball, aren't they? Wow.
80-yard touchdown. Haven't needed one more. Azur for the kicking duties with the wind and the rain, and he's going to line a shot through the end zone. Oh, that one hopped 9 yards deep, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, it tells you we got a 20-mile-an-hour wind behind us. Well, it's a little bit warmer on the sidelines right now for the Pirates.
Right? That rain sets it a little more defensively.
Now, the key thing here is everybody says this, you got to get a stop. Defense got to come out, get a stop. You can't have Pulaski come down and match us. We got the lead. Come on, defense. Let's get a 3-and-out here.
Pulaski football from their own 20-yard line after the touchback. One play into the fourth quarter. It was an 80-yard scamper, so we have 11:48 to play here in quarter number 4. And the Red Raiders trying to get the edge.
Nice
Mason
job.
Clark stands him
Nice
up, and
job.
Maverick Cole's got nowhere to run.
Mason
Clark with the TFL.
Nice job, Mason. He got him out there one-on-one in the flat and just made a great open field tackle. Not having positive yardage on first down, so important. in high
Especially in
school
this
football.
single-wing offense.
Yep.
Jake Burgess and Trevor Nyes tuning in from Swamico.
Dick Burgess.
Good to have you along, Trevor. And a slip in the backfield, and Aaron Marashik is going to be tossed down for a
no
gets
gain.
the yard back that they lost in the first place. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 Pulaski.
Big down here, boys. Big down.
Big Nags and Mrs. Nags watching from home. Hey.
This is who?
The Nagels.
The Nagels. Oh, Emma, one of my favorite players to ever play at Bayport High School.
3rd and 10, a minute and 30 gone by in the quarter. Ball's down in the backfield. Block fumbles it as it looked like he was going to be rolling out right and trying to pass. There were 3 guys in the route, but he has to bounce on it. It's going to be a loss of 6 for the Red Raiders and brings on the punting unit with a 3 and out. Well, Kathy asked for defensive rest, and they earned it.
Yeah, you know, when you don't pass the ball a lot, the quarterback starts thinking maybe that he's got to throw the ball. It's a little bit different. He lost his concentration, fumble the ball, 4th and 16. They need to punt into the wind now.
Under 10 minutes to go, snap. Mason Wells move forward, and he's going to line one. That's going to bounce at the 42, take a Red Raider roll to midfield. Stops right next to the Red Raider logo with 9:41 to go here in the 4th.
Great field position for our second. It's only be a second play, the 4th quarter. So let's maybe we can have a 50-yard run on this first play.
Jeremy Garcia out there, Sharon DeGroot. Chappie, staying warm, watching from home.
Chappie.
Saw Chappie yesterday at volleyball. Jason. Tony Freilich out there. Andy Koopman's watching along. From the midfield stripe, Bookinger goes in motion. They're going to give it to him on the far side, trying to get around a tackle. He's going to be swarmed in the backfield. Bayport has had no running if you take away that 80-yard touchdown.
Right. Another great open field tackle by number 3 on the Pulaski Red Raiders. I mean, Blake got out there and just had nowhere to go. The Pulaski defensive back was on him very quickly.
Grandma Naniat listening out there. Rick Lardnoise, Nancy Marole, Tyler Falk. Benson looking deep. Throws a post pattern. He's got Sam Barry, and Sam Barry reaches out with one arm. I think maybe a play could go after the ball a little more. It wasn't thrown all too much off.
Yeah, no,
the Bagoots checking in.
Sam's still down in the end zone. Oh, right. Sam went to retrieve the football that went over him. It seems like the rain has subsided a little bit, right?
You could see it,
but
see
you
it
can
yet
still
looking
see
into
it
the
in the
lights.
lights.
If you look across the way, you can see it.
Pulaski down in front of us with their red capes on.
Fake to Bookinger. It's going to be Benson back to midfield and then a yard further to the 49. Well, the road games, we have to use the iPads, and the app that we had been using all year has been shut down because it got discontinued.
Oh, really?
So when we got the new iPads, we're stuck with this. So it's not great footage. When we go back home next week, home against Green Bay Preble, we'll be back to the Huddle camera, the Huddle Focus, and that video and graphics were awesome, so that'll be back next week. Although everybody,
that Huddle really does a nice job. It's been a great program for every high school in the nation. Really, it's nationwide Huddle. Out of Lincoln, Nebraska, huddle is.
Snap to Azur, move forward, and he is going to get behind one, and it's going to bounce at the 3 and go through the end zone.
Yeah,
I am asked if when you played, did you have leather helmets?
What's that?
Big Nags asked if you had leather helmets when you were playing.
Oh, leather. That would have helped. That would have helped. You let your hair grow out, so that was the cushion you had. Now I've got a spot back there with no hair.
Sheila and Louie Prevost. Staying dry watching from home. .805. ISO for Pulaski, and Logan Lasecki meets the ball carrier in the backfield for a loss.
Nice pursuit by the Pirate defense. Again, 3-4 guys around the ball. 1 yard loss, 2nd and 11.
Under 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. There you go, Otis. Walnut Creek, California.
Who?
From Walnut Creek.
Walnut Creek. Oh, my sister. Oh my goodness. California. We cover about every state, don't we?
Sweep to get to the outside. Yeah, tonight I'm going to have to go back and check what we have for states. If we haven't read your state, send us a note yet, as Pulaski's going to get 3rd and 8 coming up.
Seeing that she texts the booth, that must constitute that I don't have to call her this week because now I've talked to her. So you won't be getting a call from me this week now because we've communicated.
Gorski and Rick watching from just south of the Ukraine. Nadine Hall watching along. Chappie asked if we'll do lacrosse. We could try to get a lacrosse match in there.
Yeah.
This spring. Absolutely. 7-0 Bayport Pulaski football. It's 3rd and 8. Sweep pass to the far side. Maverick Cole's going to get stood up by Severson in the backfield, and a loss of a yard. The Bayport defense continues to play great football tonight. Mary Peterson watched it along. Gary Pochran.
I tell you what, I'm very impressed with the Pirate defense, the way they swarm around the football. Boy, they get a lot of helmets around the ball every time. John Krause and Dylan Maney doing a great job coaching that unit.
Lisa Walter Cornett watching from Little Creek Lodge in Little Swamico. Punt from Wells. It's going to go through his legs all the way back to the end zone.
Through his legs.
Is he going to get the punt off? He fumbles it in the end zone.
No, fumble it.
It's loose in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Pirates. Went through Mason Wells' legs to the end zone. He tried to punt it anyways, and he dropped it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayport.
Went through his legs, turned around, tried to pick it, or did pick it up, tried to punt, fumbled it again. Pirates jump on it. Oh, my goodness, what a play. 13-0. We're going to have the extra point here. Who's kicking it? Who's kicking it?
Missing one. There we go.
You say it. Okay, number 46, Nicholas Fit, trying the extra point here. Number 1, Evan Frenchu holding.
77 is the long snapper, Jake Buckner. To add on to a 13-0 lead, and Fit between the uprights.
Up and good. Now, who recovered that fumble? Did we get that?
I'm going to ask my statistician who recovered the fumble. I'm sure his view
Who do
from
we have
here
recovered that fumble, guys? We couldn't see. We're going to give it to the Pirate defense for right now because that was a heck of a defensive effort. Who was it? Avery?
15? Yep, 15. Avery of Vestruz, the touchdown, pounces on it in the end zone. Neg said he thinks he saw you in the movie Leatherheads.
I've been in a lot of movies. Some of them are not so good.
I warned you before tonight. Now, obviously, there's a lot of ball game left. Otis has been on with 3 games with me for football when Mike couldn't. First of all, have we gotten past? Now, Otis, you were with me when I met with you and Mike to start this.
Yes.
Mike's exact words were, I'll broadcast with you until we can find somebody. Well, did we find somebody?
Well,
is
yeah,
this our way to get him out of the
you
booth?
Found, so you think Mike Frieder was going to give it up once he got up here?
Maybe we'll have Mike back next week.
I tell you what.
If Otis allows.
This is, I think, my 3rd or 4th game I've done with you, and
Yep.
I don't think I have lost.
You have not.
So.
That's why it's pressure on right now.
Yep. We got a lot of time. 6:09 left.
Azur, end over end, far side, and it will be caught by Pulaski, and they'll return it from the 5. Trying to cut far side, reverse field at the 25, up to the 27, where the Red Raiders will take over. 6:03. And it'll be Red Raider ball at the 27.
First and 10 Red Raiders, the ball on their own 27-yard line.
Bayport 14-0. And what most expected, Bayport has to win in the special teams in overtime. Pulaski playing against this Bayport team starts his stretch of the 3 toughest games. Dive up the middle at the fullback.
Another nice play by the defense.
And the defensive line again. It's Vaughn Campbell, Sawyer Stimson, Logan Lasecki up front.
They have 2 on the play.
What's the schedule coming up for Pulaski?
Next week, Pulaski has West De Pere at West De Pere, and then October 8th, that'll be a huge game the Pirates will be watching. Pulaski host De Pere. So that would be nice, having De Pere at Pulaski October 8th.
Pulaski looking to throw near side in the flat. Is going to be a completion and an open field tackle.
Nice tackle.
Very nice tackle by
short.
Mason Clark. He'll bring up 3rd and about 4, maybe 5.
28 is that blocking back and 33
And the play sets up 3rd down and 4. On the 33-yard line.
Hopefully we can get through this one and have Pulaski beat De Pere. And I remember, guys, AD, we talked Gary Sievert and not just sawing the trophy in half, but giving 1 to each school.
Oh. Throw in the flat. It's going to be incomplete.
Yes,
Derek Block trying to throw it.
You know, Gary was so cheap, he wanted to just chop the trophy up and give a little bit to each school. But there's a lot of football left this season. Let's get this one first. 4:40 left in the game.
3 minutes to go. De Pere leads West De Pere. Don Gerzak's grandson is Nick Fitt. I did not know
I
that.
did not know that. Don Gerzak, long time.
High punt.
I'll tell you, that punt looked like a Jordan Spieth wedge shot right there. That was about 50 yards in the air and 20 yards long.
First and 10 Pirates, the ball on their own 40-yard line.
Steve Schutte saying his dad says, "Go Pirates." Steve, I'm still parched. Shoots, one of the finest bars in Swamico.
So it's Bayport football with 4:28. And they're going to start from their own 40. Benson.
About a yard only.
To the 41.
I tell you, he met, I think, 9 out of 11 Pulaski defensive players at the line of scrimmage.
Al Smith says hello, Otis. Al Smith?
Al Smith, yeah. West High guy. I saw a picture of Al Smith. Where did I see that picture? Al, text him back and tell me where I would have seen a picture of you just in the last couple weeks.
Carrie
it wasn't
Wood
in a
watching
post
and listening.
office. It wasn't in a post office on the wall.
Or the back of a milk carton.
Yeah, or on a milk carton.
2nd and 9 will mark it. Montgomery, the deep back behind Benson. And we're going to have a play blown dead.
Okay, flags on a play. Must be a procedure because they stopped the play as soon as it started.
I think the rain is completely gone, almost. Snap infraction on the Pirates. 5-yard penalty. 4th Bayport penalty. 5-yarder.
That makes it 2nd and 15.
And let us know where you're listening from. Still love to hear from you as the night moves along. We're winding her down. Maddie Tingley. Madeline, Kendra, Chloe, Olivia, Catherine, and Morgan, all seniors staying cozy.
They may be the smart singers. I can tell you that right now.
2nd and 15, and Cole Benson's going to try to get yardage, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of 5.
Yeah. Not a very productive or very good play. I can come right out and say not a very good play. I mean, it had no.
Yeah, you don't have to sugarcoat it always.
No. Yeah, that's a bad play. Let's move on.
Scrap that one.
Yep.
3rd and 19 from the 31. But the clock is running, most importantly, right now. We're under 2:40. And a timeout, Pirates, as the clock gets down to 2-2-0. A reminder that you can watch the game recap or watch the post-game interviews. Are you looking for insight into the game? The Press has you covered. The Press Time, serving Howard Swamicoan, covering Bayport Pirate Athletics. Otis, I appreciate you coming on. You were actually going to be at half tonight, and then Principal Mike Frieder tested positive for COVID. He said it's okay to pass along. He is doing well. He is vaccinated. And he is not with us tonight. He's texted us 68 times so far.
Yes, and I can tell you this, Chris, it's killing him not being here. He would have to have the court order he has not to come. I can imagine it is going to be a long 10 days for him just sitting at home. And I do believe next week might be the big party week, eh? Homecoming. Is homecoming next week?
I believe you are correct.
Yeah.
October
I got to look
the
for
1st,
a date
right?
quick.
Benson, left side. Well, Otis looking for a date.
Don't text the booth on that one.
Oh no, never mind.
Adams on the tackle. And on the play sets up a 4th down and 16. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Pulaski takes a timeout with 2:05. Mind you, welcome to Bell & Health, Titletown Sports Medicine Orthopedics, where we've taken the best of sports medicine orthopedic care and placed it where the world can find it in the Titletown district next to Lambeau in a league of its own. If you're an athlete who wants to get back in the game or someone who wants to get back to a life with less pain, Titletown is where your comeback begins. Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics from Bell & Health. We write comeback stories. Learn more at bellin.org/Titletown. Chris Learman, Otis Chambers with you on a Friday night from Saputo Stadium at Pulaski Community High School. So Bayport goes west De Pere, Pulaski, 3 straight weeks. Now Pulaski is in the middle, where Pulaski is going with the schedule of Bayport, West De Pere.
Right,
so the 3 teams that are at the top of the conference, Pulaski, De Pere, it looks as though if West De Pere can't come back in the last 3 minutes, that it should be only De Pere undefeated in the conference. So that De Pere Pulaski game in 2 weeks is going to be enormous. Azur with pressure, he'll get it off. And with the wind behind his back, punts it to the near sideline, bounces at the 26, checks up, it's to the 27. And Bayport will down it there. 1-5-5, 27-yard line, it's Pulaski ball.
Yeah, we're 1:55 left in the game. Pirates 14, Pulaski Red Raiders 0. Let's hold on to this. 2 minutes. 2 minutes of good football, Bayport. And we got a big win, a huge win. Little Buttercup playing. Worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will.
We're trying to retain our 6 viewers, Otis. Block, play action, under pressure, heaves one up near side.
Pick it up, pick it up.
It's going to be almost caught at midfield.
The pass was so bad, the receiver adjusted quicker than the defensive backs and almost got that ball.
Coach Sluter's mom and dad watching from Kenosha and tweeted in.
Coach Sluter's parents. It's up in the booth here staying dry.
One of the smart coaches, right?
I stole his chair, so he has to stand the whole game.
Go Keegan and go Bear from
age
Kendra
before
Garrett.
beauty.
A minute 48, Otis mentions. Bring a man in motion. Jet sweep pass. It's got to come to the near side. And it's going to be a tackle. Mason Clark teaming up. Was that Severson?
But he stays in bounds, doesn't he? Yeah, stays in bounds. His clock's still running.
Was it the Gopher Miami of Ohio football game watching Jack Sorensen play with Sorney, Bush? Nelly?
Yes, Al, that's what it was. I saw a picture of all the West High guys. Jack Sorensen at Miami. Great family. Great kid.
Block running far side, chased out by Tevin. Block is now going to get the edge. He's looking for a first down. He needs the 38. He gets pushed out near that mark. No, they're going to say a stop down to 36, 4th and 2.
Al, I just don't know how you got to know all those young kids, though, that were in a picture with you.
Shannon Piantek and husband listening. It's going to be 4th and 1. DePere just knelt it. The game has gone final. 21-16, Redbirds beat the Phantoms.
Another win by the DePere Redbirds.
So you look at the conference standings. If this holds true, it will be 4-0 DePere, 3-1 Pulaski and Bayport. Couple of backs for Pulaski talking to each other. 4th and a yard. And the snap. Trying to get to the near side.
Nice
It's stood up. I don't think he's got it.
Nice
a
job.
great hit in the back by Kevin Montgomery and the younger statesman. The TFL is going to wrap this one up.
Excellent job by the defense. They go for it on 4th and 1. Don't get it. I tell you what, you got to applaud the defense tonight. They played very, very good football. Coach Krause had them ready, and they played well.
Bayport football, a minute 5 to go.
Boy, that 1 yard last week looks big now.
Oh.
But we've moved on.
Yep. Well, some of us have. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah.
We tried.
Yeah.
Bayport's going to have to kneel the ball 2 times.
Bayport in victory formation. Best formation in football.
Oh, it depends which team you're on.
Yeah.
One more time.
Way to go, Pirates. Way to go. The County Trunk B rivalry goes to the guys on the south side this year again.
Bayport is going to improve to 5-1 on the year and improve to 3-1 in the Fox River Classic
Clock
Conference.
running.
There's
we
a
will
kneel.
not have to snap the ball again. Great game, Pirates. Congratulations. Pirate Nation, be proud of this team tonight. They responded. I mean, they had a tough loss last week. I'm sure it was an emotional week for everybody, but they came out here tonight and played great, great football. Pirate football. So proud of this team. I know you got a lot of alumni out there that listen every week, and I can tell you every one of us alumni are very proud of this Bayport Pirate football team.
So we will step aside and take a break here from Saputo Stadium, Pulaski Community High School. Pirates 14-0. We'll wrap this one up in just a bit. You're listening to Bayport Pirate Football.
Townline Pub and Grill. Looking for a place to grab some food? Stop at Townline. Taste the mouth-watering burgers, gourmet pizza, and endless appetizers, offering a casual atmosphere and a lively feel. Why not stop in on the way to the game? Grab a bite to eat after the game, too. A night out, a group gathering after a sporting event, or even a birthday. We want to thank you for your patronage. Townline, where the people come for the food and stay for the fun.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Oh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Wisconsin who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
14-0 Bayport victorious. Today's Bayport football game proudly supported by Gallagher's Pizza, Italian food, and Irish Spirit. By Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialist of Green Bay. Bayport Hockey Boosters. By Advanced Digital. By Vandervest Harley Davidson. And Juicy Sports Club. By Synergy Sports Performance. Team Apparel and Specialties. By Townline Pub and Grill. Bell & Health, Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. The Press Times, your local paper and online source for Pirate Athletics. By Zesty's Frozen Custard Grill, the finest frozen custard in town. And by members of the NEW Sports Radio Broadcasters Club. Pirates, they get a win, and they keep their FRCC hopes alive as the season moves forward. Now, De Pere, the lone undefeated, as they knock off the Pulaski Red Raiders from 5-0 to 5-1.
Exactly. Yeah, great job tonight by the Pirates. Great job by the coaching staff. They had this team ready to play. They came out, the first half was a dance back and forth, but a lot of that had to do with the wind and the rain. But when it came down to time to score some points, Bayport did it. They did it both offensively with the 80-yard run and defensively with the recovery to fumble in the end zone for the second touchdown. Just a great performance overall by the Pirates tonight.
So Bayport is back home on the every other. They're home week 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Since next week is week 7. Otis, Bayport home against Green Bay Preble.
Homecoming week, I believe.
Yes.
That's always fun. So great job by the Pirates. Good to see them win. Good bounce back win. Congratulations to Coach Westerman, his staff, all of the Pirate Nation out there. And Mr. Frieder, you get well. You get back up here in the booth because this is too taxing on me. I'm too old for this.
Maybe you'll stop in by Steve.
Yeah, maybe you will.
So the Pirates, they take it 14-0 on to week number 7. Well, next week we have golf on Wednesday.
Golf.
Regional at Royal Scott.
Oh, that's
Mark and I will walk along.
That was fun to listen to. I enjoyed that. And I got to congratulate you on your cross country. I listened to some of that.
It went really well.
It went really well. Mike did a good job. You know, Mike can talk when nobody's listening.
Drew did really well.
He did a really good job. Yes, that was fun. That was nice. I tell you do a great job, Chris. The broadcast that you do, I still remember that first day when we met at Mike Frieder's office, and you said, I want to do this. And we said, what? You really? And you've led the way. You've shown the way for the rest of northeastern Wisconsin how to do high school broadcasts. So tip of the hat to you. W out there at home. And I'll tell you what, folks, if you don't know, Chris Learming has one of the most beautiful daughters I've ever seen in my life. Little Presley, what a great little kid. So congratulations to you, Chris. Congratulations to the Pirates. Great win. And we'll see you next week.
About a 10 o'clock tea time or so, we'll have it on social media. Wednesday, Regional Girls Golf from Royal Scott. Mark Worzingers and myself will walk along with the front 9. Then on Thursday, we will have volleyball at home against Pulaski. And then next Friday, home football against Green Bay Preble. That will be with the Huddle Focus camera. That'll be all the bells and whistles on the broadcast for you then. For Otis Chambers, I'm Chris Learman. Have a wonderful evening, Howard Swamico. You've been listening to Bayport Pirate Football on NEW Sports Radio.